Hello. How are we all doing tonight? It's Friday night.
It's every other
Friday.
Friday.
It's every other Friday.
Oh, that's true. It is every other Friday. Well, hello, friends. What were you going to say, Jess?
I was just like, we're making it a thing.
It is a thing. I'm in love with the meme. Is it every other Friday yet? Me. All right. Well, hello, friends. It is every other Friday. And welcome to GutPunchRP, a tabletop role-playing game stream channel focused on inclusivity in gaming spaces and charity. You can type !donate into the chat to get a link to our ongoing Tiltify event for I Need Diverse Games. And you can type !charity to learn more about them and all that they do. They're pretty cool. Each month we do give away some lovely prizes to random donors who help us out meet all of our goals, which we now have a new goal, 3,000, which is exciting. We're going to get there. It's going to be wonderful. And just so you're aware, because this is a charity stream, the money that comes in from those bits and subs goes right back into the channel to be used for getting prizes and helping us make this place even better than it already is. Did you know that we are sponsored by tabletoploot.com? You can type !tabletoploot for a link. Be sure to get the code, or use the code, GutPunchRP to save 15% at checkout. We are also sponsored by Dungeons Gate, a local Midwestern game shop. You can type !Dungeons Gate to check out their website and use GutPunchRP to save 10% at checkout. And tonight we are giving away a wonderful set of dice that Jess has so wonderfully procured for us. And oh, I want them. So actually what's going to happen now is you guys are just going to talk for the next hour and a half, and I'm going to try and win those dice.
They're very Ghostbusters. That's awesome.
They're really cool. They have like this kind of like translucent sparkly green, and then there's also like an opaque white swirled with it. So they have a lot of depth and dimension to them, and they're from Lindorm Dice, pretty. So they're a little chunkier.
Yes.
So they're a nice size.
We love Lindorm Dice.
Yes. I
love them.
Tori Hemplo. So like here's one of my other, like here's like the normal size, and then this one's a little chunkier.
A little bigger.
Chunkier.
Oh, that's subtle.
I like it. I like it. I always want more quick. So that's separate. Anyway, would you like to support us in non-monetary ways? There is a way to do that. You can follow us on the Twitter and the Instagram and the Facebook and the YouTube, because liking the videos, tweets, and retweeting all of our Go Live tweets, speaking of, I need to do that, really does help the channel and help us. We also have a Discord. Join our Discord. We've got lots of fun chaos that happens there, where we share memes. Memes?
Yep,
Words are hard, and I'm DMing tonight, so this is gonna be great. Good luck, you guys. If this is your first time with the channel, welcome. You have joined us for episode 8 of Darkness Rising, which is a homebrew fantasy 5e campaign. We do play every other Friday, so be sure to join us. Also, join us on Mondays, because there's lots of chaos happening in the Laurelwind game. There may be a really big boss fight that our lovely heroes are about to go into and are totally not worried about right now, because they may be a little tapped out on everything, but it's fine, they'll figure it out. Also, I'm pretty sure one of the characters is down right now.
One of the characters is down, one is at 1 hit point.
One is about, that.
That hurts. It's fine.
Did someone say GPK? What?
What?
Don't say those words.
I super hope that if that does happen, that there's a plan set in place for what could possibly happen next. But did you know that every other opposite Thursday of us, so we're this week, so next Thursday, be sure to join us at 7:30 p.m. EST for the Cow Pals adventure, which is run by Elegant Feather Duster. It's super fun and exciting. So yes, join us for all of those, always starting at 7:30 p.m. right here on Twitch. As you can see, we miss our lovely It's the Riddler tonight. We miss her. We hope she's having a good evening. We wish she could be here with us. She will join us for our following game. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Last time on Darkness Rising, the party finally left the collapsed Ashwell Manor behind and made their way towards the town of Harvale, where they were hoping to learn more about a meteor that could possibly lead to a granted wish. Along the way, Anissa uncovered a pink tiefling child named Urchin in the trees disguised with some magic. With a bribe of gold, Urchin, who has adopted the name Chi, tells of an ambush laying in wait up ahead. River turned Liliana and Anissa invisible to go and check it out to confirm what she had said, and they found an overturned wagon with some brigands waiting behind it. With a threat and a call of, "It's a trap!" battle commenced. With only some accidental deaths on the enemy side, the party succeeded in beating Jira and her goons. Some light interrogation made Jira reluctantly reveal the deal she had with the town, who she works for, and that Anissa has a price on her head. Searching the dead and captive, the party found a leather bag that Jira seemed frantically nervous about. It contained some vials of a peculiar black liquid called Dragon's Breath. Quinn recalled a little bit about the liquid, and River and Liliana exchanged uncomfortable glances. With Jira in tow and a promised bribe of everybody else's gold, Anissa got Chi to lead the party to her home to meet with the weird old man, Gregan's apprentice, to see just what he knows. Just what is going on in the world. There's a poison that can burn people from the inside out, magical hotspots are going out, and a star that may actually grant wishes? What possibly could be next?
Yeah.
So we join our intrepid heroes as they have just breached the threshold of a clearing to where they are looking at a very nice two-story cottage that almost seems to be vomiting plants. There are plants crawling out of the upper windows, there's vines crawling up on it, there's trees everywhere. This place is just flora everywhere. You got flowers, all that good stuff. Urchin doesn't seem to be too alarmed. She is also very distracted by the puzzle box that Liliana had given her. But she starts heading towards the house. What are you all doing?
Who let the gays buy plants?
That's real cottagecore, real cottagecore.
Don't do this to me.
I mean,
Don't call me out like
you
this.
can't see it, but I got plants there and I got plants there. It's fine. It's fine. We like plants, okay?
I feel like I just attacked half of the. Okay.
Yes.
In character.
Yes, I feel attacked. Carry on.
Yes. So, she walks right towards the front door, leaving you in the proverbial dust, as it were.
Are we going?
Yeah, I think so. I'd nod to Kira and start going.
Who's going in the door first?
Yeah, Jade's going in the door first.
I was asking who's going in the door first.
Okay.
Oh, well, I figured the kid had gone in the door first. Did she like knock or just open it or?
She, as you look at her, she just opens the door and strolls right in. As she does open the door, she kind of like opens it and jumps aside as a very large vine kind of flops out of the door. And she sighs and just walks in.
Is that normal?
I don't think so.
No.
I want to say it's trapped, but that's not like any trap I've ever seen before.
I mean, it'd be more surprising, but it's like too many plants, right?
Yeah. Kira's gonna go in.
All right. As you approach the house, once you step in past the plethora of plant life, it's actually fairly tidy inside, aside from the walls that are indeed overgrown with vines and plants. And you watch as she sort of disappears around a corner, and you hear her, Eldrin! There's people here! I thought Greg had told you to clean up this mess! And from above, you hear a very large clatter. It sounds as if someone may have just fallen. Perhaps was standing where they shouldn't have been. But you walk in, it's a very cozy little kitchen. There's a nice little kitchen table with 4 chairs around it. And at the very center, there is surprisingly only a single vase with a small bouquet of flowers growing out of it. You've got the wash basin and counter space, a surprisingly nice icebox, and a walkway into where she had gone, where you can see a sitting room, like a living room space.
Are you okay?
Oh, he's fine.
She sounded like he fell.
He does that all the time.
Okay.
I mean, don't you fall?
Well, yeah, I guess that's true.
Not when
It just
someone
sounded like
calls
he fell
me.
from. Yeah, it sounded like he fell from higher up. I mean, maybe not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And she
sound like he's moving around, like.
Yeah, as you can hear, like him sort of scrambling around. It's like
Do you
you
need
hear
assistance?
No, I'm fine. Just give me a moment. I'll be right down. Don't come up here.
Well, now I want to go up there.
Up where?
Yeah.
Yeah, real not suspicious.
Maybe
She
it's
just kind of
exposed.
She just kind of flops down on the fantasy couch, yield couch, and is still very intrigued with her puzzle box, going all for it.
Invisibility would cancel out suggestion, damn it.
That's actually a really good question. What do you do with Jira at this point?
She's still over my shoulders. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
She's up here every now and then. She like makes a sound and just kind of like lightly shoulder.
Okay. Now, you're carrying her like a yoke, right? Like she's just like full on around your neck, just hanging there, or is she like over your shoulder like a?
Well, she's like tied, so I imagine it's kind of like a crossbody situation.
Okay. Good to know.
The disguise would have worn off at this point, by the way, because that's only an hour. I didn't realize the journey was going to be so long.
It probably wore out like a little bit before you got to the house itself. So,
during the journey, River just every so often peppered her with questions about the town, like trying to get the layout, the structure. Anyone else they need to be worried about, guards or?
She would have told you that Harvale is a small town that's too big for its britches. It has.
Like
Well, that's just rude. I'm trying to help you out here. She would have told you that it is run by a mayor who also runs the inn and tavern. That is the biggest building of the town. And so it also serves as the town hall and all that good stuff. Otherwise, it is a mostly farming town with houses. Closer in are shops, and farther away are the actual farms. Though Jira didn't really pay attention to what exactly they farmed, considering they're in the middle of the woods. So it's like how can they? Anything. But she goes through and lets you know that the mayor does keep a guard, although she does seem to talk down about them. And yeah.
And what's the mayor's name?
Where's this? His
Steve Jr.
His name is Steve Jr. From now on, everybody's name is Steve.
We'll start adding numbers.
Steve the third. Steve the
He's,
fourth.
No,
he's a Mr.
his-
Gantt chart.
no, his name is Grant Gershwin. Grant Gershwin. And he is a spineless man. And honestly, I had him wrapped around my finger so long as it kept brigands out of his town. Will you untie me, please?
No.
Nah, hell nah.
I don't think so.
And you were the head of the operation here, correct? This was your gig. This was your setup.
Yes, this was my... What's it to you? What do you care about these people? You've never been here before.
Honestly, I'm just curious at this point.
Yes. I run the operation here, but our guild master sent me here. I don't know why he chose this town, but here we are. Listen,
Also, you're really good practice for this interrogation stuff, trying to figure out the questions to get the answers. So thank you for that.
Also, though, you said they were farming in the woods. Are they farming under a canopy? Like, it's not... Is it cleared fields?
Yeah, it looks like they have cleared fields. I don't know what they farm. I don't pay attention to that. I just keep people with coin out.
What do you pay attention to?
Anywhere I can get coin.
Is that all that you care about is coin?
She kind of thinks for a minute. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Some honesty.
I've been honest this whole time, and she will kind of
What?
flick her eyes angrily over to River.
What do you need the coin for? Besides paying it up to your boss.
So I can get out? I would like to run my own operation someday, if not live comfortably in a mansion.
So then...
So you have no plans of living honestly?
Ew, who would do that? There's far better coin to be won if you, just take it from someone else.
I mean, if that worked out, you wouldn't be hogtied right now, so who's really winning?
This is truly the first time my plan has ever backfired. So,
Out of curiosity, how long have you been operating?
a year?
That's it?
Here in this town, I've been with the guild for about 15 years. Thank you.
Wow, you've been with the guild for 15 years and this is the first time you've had your own operation? Wow. That
No.
does not
This is the first time you tried to
show
get out in 15 years?
That does not show drive. That does not show motivation. I think they sent you off to be rid of you. Because you weren't performing, clearly. Otherwise, you would have already had a position. In fact, you would have already driven up the ranks. You clearly are incompetent, aren't you?
And this is chortling heartily.
I will say you will... it's fine. We'll leave it.
It's just like, God damn, please don't review me.
She does sort of clam up after that. You seem to have hit a very sore subject with her. So she does not talk even when prompted for the rest of the trip to the house. After that.
I would kind of turn to everyone, because I assume you're walking behind me interrogating this person whose head is like that way.
Excuse me, sorry.
You kind of feel like a guy who runs an inn and tavern would want people in his town.
Yeah.
To spend coin.
Yeah.
Well, the mayor hired her to keep the brigands out. She's the one who's robbing the people with the coin, so they're specifically trying... The guild, for some reason, is wanting people with coin not to go into the town.
No one's getting into town. She said that earlier.
Yeah.
Well, there's 2 roads to town, right? This is the one that the richer folk tend to travel.
Well, there's probably like 3 or 4, but like this is like the main road into town that would travel through the town and back out. But there's like also ones that like branch also over the place. But yeah.
I think the mayor thought he was hiring protection, and they're making some side coin by robbing people blind with some sort of other agenda.
Yeah.
Especially if they were sent here, and this isn't just a random operation that she set up on her own. Are we keeping her alive, by the way? I'm kind of uncomfortable with her knowing my face and the fact I can do this. The people usually don't see
I've
me
been
do
fine
it.
with killing her the whole time. But
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend I'm not hearing any of this.
But also something really doesn't sit right with me about the operation. Like, he has guards, but he's hiring outside help to guard a single road.
Were they not fleecing him? Like, is this one of those situations where they offered protection, but really what they need protection from is them, and they're just, strong-arming them?
I assume there's some of that going on. Just feels like there's like other facets is all I'm thinking. Maybe. I don't know. You seem good at interrogation. Any more questions? I sort of like turned back around.
I believe she's in a bit of a cat got her tongue state.
She's also very petulant in this point. She's doing that like if she could have crossed her arms, she would have, but she's like pointedly not looking at anybody.
You're real sassy for someone tied up.
Poker. Like in the cheek.
Yeah, you just gotta like get up close, not quite touch, and be like, "Yo, I'm not touching you."
I mean,
She does not respond.
We could probably just kill her then.
Please.
Oh, you can talk. Took the bait for that one, didn't you? I can see why you're not management material.
Oof.
I'm dying. Please roast her. Please roast her. So then she would shut up for the rest of your trip. Unless there was anything else you guys wanted to do on your walk into the cottage core. The cottage hardcore cottage.
You see like River kind of scaling back and like outwardly like, okay, I guess like answer all of our questions might have been the smarter choice, or hey, we're your buddies? I don't know, like you wouldn't tell your buddies if you're doing some sort of shady operation, right? You'd still lie to them. You guys lie to your friends, right? And it's like going through the motions of like she's trying to figure out how to word the spells better, guys.
I mean, you did that was an amazing job. We got so much out of her for that. Like, don't.
Oh, thanks.
Who would lie to their friends?
There's something that like
just like
you knew was going to hurt them immediately and you could delay it?
I don't know.
Okay, but what if like what about lies with deadlines? Like, let's say we were throwing you a birthday party. You wouldn't want to know about it, but we couldn't tell you we were throwing a birthday party. But it'd be really suspicious if all of a sudden we all, like, weren't hanging out with you, right?
Did you just call a surprise lies with a deadline?
I think
Yeah, she did. I think those are different things. Those.
I don't know what you're talking about. Those seems like the same things. They look the same. That's got awkward very quickly.
I'm just.
From up front, Chi goes, "What's a birthday party?"
Oh, sweet child.
No.
I mean, I know what a birthday is. Obviously, I have those. But, like, what's a birthday party? Like, what do you do at them?
Oh,
You
thank God.
celebrate
you
your
have a
birthday.
But why would you need to have a party for that?
Because it's fun.
yeah, you get gifts and like a cake.
Wait, you get gifts at these things? Well, now it's my birthday.
Okay, when is your birthday, though?
I don't know.
I mean,
Oh.
you did get a puzzle.
Well, I guess it could be today.
Yeah, it's totally today.
Yes.
Yeah, you got a puzzle. You got quite a bit of gold.
A knife.
You're right.
All we're missing is a cake.
I'm gonna make Eldrin make me a cake. And she,
speaking
like,
of-
And then a year from today, then it'll be your next birthday.
Are you sure you don't need any help? You have been like.
No, I'm fine. And you hear an upstairs door close, and coming down the stairs is a very tall, lanky elf. He's got very naturally tan skin. His hair is dark brown. It comes down to about his shoulders. He's got like two small braids pulling it back out of his face. And his eyes are like unnaturally green. They sort of seem to glow in a sense. But not like if you turned off a light, they just eyes. More like a magic kind of is in him that can be seen through his eyes. He's wearing a loose white shirt with big poofy sleeves because I love me a good peasant shirt. And he's got a brown vest. His pants are loose brown trousers, and he is wearing knee-high boots laced all the way up in the front. As he comes down, a few sticks and twigs kind of fall out of his hair, and he goes, "Who are all you people, and what are you doing in my house?" "Oh, I brought them here. They wanted to ask you about some stuff. I wasn't really listening. Also, it's my birthday, and you have to give me presents." What?
And a cake. You
And
should
it-
get
that's
cake on
very
your birthday.
Me cooking, probably not the best idea. I'm not good with that, considering that growth spell just kind of backfired, but, it's
Growth
fine,
spell?
it's fine. The what?
Fired.
Did I, what? Was that out loud?
That was very out loud.
Mhm.
Very
Oh.
out loud.
You're not alone anymore! I can see that. Hold on, back up. You wanted to ask me? Me? Why me? My teacher's not here right now, and I mean, I don't know when he'll be back, but I'm sure he would have more answers for you than I would. I'm merely an apprentice here. Also, who are you again?
Hi, I'm Kira.
Hi, Kira. And he'll take your hand and kind of like awkwardly shake it, and then look at the
What's
rest
your
of you. Ealdrin Fira. And that's Ealdrin, and then his last name is Phira. And Why are you all here again? Urchin says you had some questions. I'm Chi now! Oh, okay. Chi? Alright. What do you want again?
So it's that Quinn.
I'm not sure, actually. That was all you. Everybody else. I don't know. But that's Quinn, and that's Riva, and that's Anessa, and that's Jade, and that's Liliana.
Right. And he kind of looks at each one of you in turn. Okay, and how can I help you?
Oh. I just have like an opening question. We met your teacher on the road back there with
Master Gregan.
Oh, yeah, Master Gregan. How long have you been his apprentice?
What is today?
Friday.
Every other Friday.
35 years. Why is that important? Yes.
How old does he look?
He looks to be probably, if you were to go like human years, he'd probably look to be about maybe like late. He looks to be in his early 30s. But he is an elf. So
So it's like it's a normal amount of time to be an apprentice for an elf.
yeah. Yes. If not longer.
So no, that was my only question, and I sort of like take half a step back.
Okay. I don't see how that's important. Is that all you wanted to know? If so, I'm in the process of dealing with a problem, so I would like for you all to leave.
Well, how about this?
Okay.
Is there a possibility that I could help you with your problem and then you would be a little bit more hospitable?
Can you reverse an enlarged spell on a plant?
I mean, I can dispel the original spell in theory.
Wonderful! And he takes your hand and drags you up the stairs. And he kind of just like pauses in front of the only closed door. Do you promise not to tell anyone?
I promise not to tell anyone so long as it does not create a conflict of interest for myself.
Fair enough. And he opens the door, and inside looks like what appears to be a study of some sort, or once was a study. It looks more like a jungle that has kind of taken over this room with a desk that is shattered. There's a chair kind of off to the side. In fact, the plants are growing around it. There are not only vines and some trees that are growing, there's also a few flowers. Some that also seem to... they're very brightly colored and very pretty, but also seem to have a shiny gloss to them. You've got some typical flowers, a few V-shaped green plants with long petals, in a sense. And he just kind of like, whatever you do, don't touch those. And he points to essentially the Venus, very, very large Venus flytraps, or the sticky ones over there. Don't touch those. They're carnivorous, and that one is actually poisonous and will cause paralysis and eventually death. So don't touch those.
So you Tell me more about what you were trying to accomplish here.
Oh, well, I was looking to see if I could combine nature magic with necromancy and try and create living plants from my desk. I used the wrong spell, and now there's a jungle in my master's study. So, that dispel magic you were talking about, please.
Okay. I cast Dispel Magic.
As you do, it's almost as if everything sort of like flickers into a dust as the plants shrivel up and then dissipate and die. And Eldrin kind of like, oh, thank you, God. Oh, that would have been really hard to explain. I was told not to try it, but he's not here, and I figured I could handle it. I've been training under him for 35 years, so it makes sense that I could at least give it a try. And I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't combine necromancy magic and nature magic and sort of make them work together. And oh, you're still here. Sorry. Thank you for that. I guess I can owe you a favor or something. What
do you know about falling stars and wishes?
You're talking about the Maker's Tear or the Watcher's Tear. Oh my gosh, it's truly been my dream to study.
Yes, let's walk and talk. Go back downstairs to the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm. Yes, right. And he comes down the stairs, and a whole while he's talking. He's like, oh, it's been my life's dream to study the plant. It's said that when the star falls and it enters our atmosphere, it lands, and within a month or so, it begins to grow into a beautiful flower, and anyone who plucks this flower is able to get a wish. However, once you pluck it, it dies, and the theory is that if you pluck the flower, no other stars will ever fall. I'm fascinated in the life cycle of the plant itself, so I want to find where it falls, how long it takes to actually grow the flower, how long it stays a flower, what its blooming process is, and then I want to see what happens if nobody plucks it, like how does it die, so that the next year, when the next one falls, I can see how that one grows and see if there's correlation between them. Isn't that just fascinating? And he kind of looks around at all of you with like...
You can't calculate a correlation with 2 data points.
Oh, no, of course not. I'd have to go and see it multiple times. But as I said, so long as it keeps falling, I can keep studying it. So that means once a year I could go and I could trek down and find this flower and study it and get all the information that I need to eventually see if there's some...
And you not think I'm a nerd?
Sorry. And from the couch you hear, I told you he really likes plants.
By the way, the minute Quinn started going upstairs, River would have dragged Kira into the kitchen, and the two of them are baking a cake.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm like looking through papers. Whatever's on desk. It's like. Mm-hmm.
I think trying to make a cake.
Yes.
I was going to say,
important word there.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation to see what sort of supplies this place has. And Anissa,
I will help you.
All right, go ahead, roll an advantage. Anissa, you said you're looking for papers?
Better.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like looking for papers and seeing if there's like anything written on them, like.
Okay. Down on the first floor, you've got the kitchen that you walked into. You've got this living space and then a back room. The back room appears to be a bedroom of sorts and is extremely messy. The bed is unmade, pillow kind of like askew. There is a bedside table with a, not a fern, like an ivy growing that is absolutely onto the floor now, and the clutter that litters the floor is positioned where it won't hinder the growth of the ivy or damage it in any way, but there's old clothes, there's shoes, there's a couple notebooks lying around, and you pick one up and you kind of leaf through it, and it appears to be an overly detailed journal about the life cycle of a cactus. And you kind of keep flipping through, and it's like 10 pages about a dandelion, and then it
drop it on the floor again.
If you pick another one up, same thing, different flowers, different plants.
On because we walked into a living area, was there like any papers out in the living area or like books?
There is a bookshelf, but it's like a botanist's guide for dummies. The flora and fauna of there's one for each of the countries. So you've got one for Eurasia, one for Strord, Ezrona, Rilla, Helden, Andis, Neria, Brestor, which is the big country to the south, as well as one for the country Arundel, which you would know, which is the Underdark country.
Nerd stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of flower guides. You do surprisingly find one for animals, but it is very small. There does also appear to be a small, the lowest shelf does appear to have children's books. They're like fables and generally good stories for anyone to sort of enjoy. A couple myths and legends, but
I mean, since if they'd probably be like coming back down by now, so Okay. For my friends in the kitchen.
18.
18. Okay, so you kind of rifle through this kitchen, looking through all the cupboards and the cabinets, and you do find some usable flour. You also find a few bags of very weevil-filled flour. You find some sugar that has sat so long that it's like hardened to a clump that you can kind of like break apart.
That?
You find in the icebox, you do find some eggs that are surprisingly fresh. I'm trying to think of everything needed for a cake. Water, you find like what you would need to make like your cake bit. You might have to get creative if you're making icing to go with it, but like you can make the like cake at least. You do also find an alarming amount of fruit of varying stages of life. Some I wouldn't touch, and some look as if they've just been picked and aren't quite ripe enough. But you got all the stages of fruit in there. There's like berries and apples and pears, and there's some bananas and some peculiar fruits. Some spiky shaped fruits, all sorts. Lining.
What kind of fruit do you like? I
like all the sweet ones.
Can we check which
Raspberries.
sweet fruits are good?
Yeah. I'll just go with the 18. So most of the berries are pretty good. There's the bananas are, you know how bananas get. You look away from them for a single day, and then
Banana bread.
banana bread.
Yeah, right. Like the sugar's too hard, some banana bread in there, sweeten that up.
There we go. We got a plan.
Make this work.
The apples do seem to be lined up, like in the specific order from most decayed to freshest.
Not
I
touch
think he
those.
might get
then.
upset if we
Yeah.
touch those.
We're skipping the
Yeah.
apples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just
But-
recruited Jade into this operation. Like, come on,
Yeah.
we need help.
I'm here, yeah.
What are you doing with all this? If you're helping with the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm helping with the cake.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So then, while you guys are starting to mix all your ingredients, this is about the time where Aeldrin and Quinn come back down the stairs, and he is regaling information about the Watcher's Tear flower. So, what is your interest in the flower? You're not planning to pluck it, are you? It is a national treasure. Like, you couldn't. That would be abhorrent.
So is this the same thing that we saw the other night?
But the Maker's Tears meteor shower hasn't happened yet. It's not for another 2 weeks or so.
So we saw another.
There was another one.
Yes, it didn't follow the same path. It didn't go down the face.
Interesting. I need a notebook. I need a notebook. And she's just like on the kitchen table. I go, oh, right. And he darts
or any
away.
of these number on the floor. Okay.
And he's like, he throws open a page and he's like, okay. Here we go.
Random women in his kitchen just randomly baking. He doesn't notice. It's fine.
Nope.
River's like sitting on the counter with like maid
Does
hand
not
stirring or whatever. Yeah.
I feel like for a researcher, you're a bit scattered.
What? Did you say something?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
You said you're scattered.
Scat. Oh, yeah. Yes, I've.
That was very sweet of you, Rip. No, Kira. There we go. I got there.
Right. I've been told that before. I get so focused on my studies, I lose track of time and things. So is that all you wanted to know?
Do you often lose track of time? Like,
Well, yes. I get in the middle of an experiment or a study, and I just, I have to watch the whole thing. I one time stayed up the entire night to watch a moonflower blossom, and it was, it was euphoric watching this thing go from being a curled bud, so fragile, into this stunning, immaculate beauty of golden petals, and just, it was just done. And the stamen were just so pristine that, yes.
please tell me that watching flowers is not what you refer to as an experiment.
No, I like to see if I could make my own flowers. I'm not supposed to do that, though. Gregan says it tampers with the natural order of things, and that's why I would usually wait till he's gone.
Tell me more about that.
He kind of seems taken aback. He's like, I've never met someone who's been so interested in my work before. This is truly an enlightening day.
Issue just appears next to his face, just floating.
Thank you. And he wipes his face and he wipes his eyes. I'm sorry, what was your name again?
I'm Quinn.
Oh, right, Quinn. The theory is, this is typically how the nature of things works, but I postulate that if I combined the essence of, like, a carnivorous plant with that of, say, like a rose, to take a common plant, if I was to combine them, I could create a new form of rose that might not just be pleasing to the eye, but also deadly, or maybe not deadly necessarily. That is what happened with the last 3, but it was more deadly to the other plants and not other people, which is good.
So then if you were to infuse it with something that was humanoid, in theory, you could have it be
In theory,
deadly
yes.
to other.
But I understand that is a wrong way to go about science.
Insight check.
Go ahead, roll insight check.
Ooh,
Here's like actively watching the cake in the oven.
Natural 20!
just like
Hooray!
standing behind with Lady over my shoulder,
Yeah.
like
18. Batter still with the mage hand stirring while she's just like,
He absolutely is saying that by rote. Like, it's been drilled into his brain. Like, this is bad. Don't do it. And that is what he is reciting. But he is a scientist and a botanist, so he's still very much a, I want to try it. There's like that underlying, like, he knows it's wrong, but the possibility of him actually making it happen is intriguing to him.
So tell me more about your teacher's philosophy on how that is messing with the natural order, and what are the ramifications thereof?
You are very interested. Are you looking to start studying botany? I have some great references I could give you. I've got some really good novels, and I've even written a couple myself in there. Just really, really fascinating to look at. I have like this one that is it's decent size, and it talks all about the properties of pollinating.
Yes, but back to the
Yes.
ramifications.
Right. Master Gregan says that the creation of new species should be done by the fauna that partake in that. So, like the birds that eat from the nectar, that then fly to another one, and then combine it that way, and then the pollen drifts off, and then suddenly there's a new sprouting of yes.
Yes, so if what I'm hearing is correct, it should be happening naturally, not...
Yes.
Right, so the ramifications of toying with that...
what he would do if that were to happen.
Well, yes, what would he do?
I don't know. I haven't done it.
Right, wink. So if he were to find out about what I saw upstairs...
Oh, no, please don't. What do you want? I'm telling you everything that I know. I don't know what more you want from me.
Calm down. You seem to imply that there were more, let's say, cosmic ramifications.
In what way? Like I'd be struck down. I mean, it's possible. There's plenty of deities in the world that could very easily do that.
Right now, you're about to be struck down by me if you don't stick to the topic at hand.
I'm sorry. It's just there's a lot of information to go through, and it's all kind of it's siphoned away in my brain. I've got to go through
bots.
Okay. There's I wonder if I tried this with that. Do you think that would make it? Oh God, she's staring at me. This is really unnerving. She's probably going to kill me. I should probably tell her what she wants to know, but I don't know what she wants to know. What if I tell her the wrong thing and she kills me anyway? And I just didn't understand the question. Oh wait, what if I took the vines and I combined them with the carnivorous trap plant, and then I could get on to that, and then I could combine that with a flower. And it's just like a continuous like loop of oh God, what does she want to know again? And then he just kind of looks back at you and is like, so you wanted to know what again?
You covered it all. You're very good at explaining things. Thank you for taking the time. I'm sorry that I am a little dense.
Do you think I could I'd be good enough to explain my postulations at the Summit Gala in 2 weeks.
Do I know what the Summit Gala is?
You would. It is a gathering of scientists and inventors that takes place on top of, it's at an observatory in Strord. And it is where like the new up-and-coming inventors will come and they will present their creations, or where scientists will come and talk about what they've discovered over the course of the year, or longer if they haven't been to others. But it's a very... It's a very...
convention.
It's esteemed, prestigious.
Yes, it's very hoity-toity. It's, like
Elitist.
black tie, very elitist. Like only the top of the top can get an invitation to go. And in order to get that, you have to submit like your dissertation, and then you have to go and present it amongst the colleagues. And so,
Is this like only the smart people go, or is this like the celebrities / the rich people get to go?
yes.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah, River, you actually probably have heard of this as well. Anissa, you've probably heard of this from back when you were like in the guild as a like possible target.
Yeah, then we're gonna get stopped by Batman.
Yeah. So yeah.
I want to play that one shot now.
It really sounds like something Batman would be at, and he would have to leave, and they'd be like, "Where'd Bruce Wayne
Yeah,
go?
it does.
Who's saving us?"
Gonna fight Poison Ivy.
What you talking about? Poison Ivy who? She sounds really pretty.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
I am certain if you were to submit under the proper constraints your
Really?
I mean,
Oh, you have to look over all my notes and tell me which one I should present. And he goes off to that back room that Anissa you had been in.
I'm pretty sure they only want 150 word abstract.
Oh, right. And you can hear him rifling through things.
When wink 3 times if you need to be rescued.
He's mostly harmless.
Just
Mostly?
like
Mostly?
Well, I mean, there was the disaster that was upstairs. I'm pretty sure he does want to combine whatever plant nonsense with humanoids and potentially create monsters just to find out
doesn't
whether or
sound
not
good.
it would work. But, you know.
Oh, I mostly meant social disaster / save you from that hot mess. I figured, if it got really bad, a stiff breeze would knock him over.
Oh, yeah. No, I've
Yeah.
handled more than my fair
Yes.
share of that lot before.
Get
He's
it?
a twig.
a twink.
A twig. I mean that too.
Oh,
But
He is significantly younger than his teacher.
Smack him, but like he's
Oh.
like it's very fragile.
Question: what's a twink?
I'm not
Cross
sure
section.
that one.
It's a snack.
I like snacks. Also, I solved the puzzle.
Good job.
Good
Thank
job,
you.
child.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you. And then she goes back to try and put it back together.
Do you think he knows anything about the town? Either what they're farming or
Well,
like-
maybe.
It
Yeah,
seems
I feel
like he
those
only
farming
knows
thing.
about plants.
well, if it's farming.
Oh,
Plants are
you
farming.
farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he know about anything outside of this? Outside of this, though? Outside of what's in all
It
those books?
it seems like a long shot, but I am
to
suspicious of this forest farming.
Yeah. He also seems very low concerned with the fact we have a woman hogtied and on Anissa's back.
He hasn't said anything about that.
Yeah, I mean, she's covered in like a cloak now, so yeah.
I mean, she's being fairly quiet because she's really upset about how she has pretty much wasted her
Fuck you!
life in...
She, cover your ears.
What?
Nothing.
Perfect. Great job.
Okay.
I mean, really, 15 years in this.
Can you just kill me
time?
already?
And
Please.
just elbow her in the face.
Oh,
How many hit points does she have left?
Did she get a short rest while she was?
I mean, like,
I guess technically she would, but she's not a fighter. I mean, I guess she is a fighter.
I'm still trying to do non-lethal damage. It's just a little like this is just like last.
She just split her lip now. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah, it's
We're
just
kind of running out of
dripping.
concussions here.
Yeah, but you get like 3 freebies.
I love this party so much. Ale trying to come back. Oh, okay, so you said 150. Was that pages? And he comes out carrying a stack of journals and assorted pages that are kind of like askew.
Have you ever heard of a tavern pitch?
A tavern. I don't go to those.
Okay, well, here it's the thing. Like, so when you're interacting with other intellectuals, you have to give them what's called, like, what's referred to as the tavern pitch. That when people are out and having a drink, they don't want to read 150 pages. They don't want to hear the entire long-winded explanation. So you have to have something that's snappy that you can,
What's
like,
the point?
if you're just ran into them, get them enticed about your research. So
they should already be enticed. Plans are fascinating things. Did you know there are some that if you were to just
Did you know that in each of the different schools of magic, and then Quinn just like starts throwing all of this just like magical knowledge at him that is like speaking over his head and like yeah.
River has found whatever booze that they have in the kitchen and is sharing it with Kira and Jade.
Yeah,
As they bake this cake and watch this.
I'll take a double.
And then
wait,
Nissa.
you know magic.
Yeah,
I just
see them, but-
dispelled your shit upstairs.
But I mean, like, I've met people who know how to do that. I don't know how to do that, but I've met
Right,
people
and
who know
did
how
you
to do
understand
But
anything that I was really talking about?
I understood the schools of magic. Now, is there a way to combine
dear
them
Lord,
to make them, make something new? Now, you seem an academic type. You understand.
Would that be considered kind of like heresy
Yes.
to Quinn?
Extremely.
Yeah.
The schools of magic
Fireball
are
him.
not to be touched. They are how they are for their specific reason.
You took across the peas with the corn.
Yeah. No.
No, and you're failing to see the point I was trying to convey.
I'm sorry. I just
Got excited. That's fine.
yes.
But the point that I was trying to make is that you didn't understand all that I was saying, right?
Oh, correct. I didn't. You got down to the finer points of things. I just stopped
Right.
listening.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what we've all been doing with you.
Oh,
You need to
That makes-
be snappy and be able to explain things as if you're explaining them to
okay.
your grandmother. Otherwise, no one's gonna give a fuck about what you have to say.
I see. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Okay. And he takes his stack of books and he goes back into the kitchen and he goes, something smells good. Anyway, and he sits down and just starts writing. That's it. He's just writing now.
What's the situation with the farms?
What? The farms? What farms? There's farms? Where?
In
Do
the,
they-
in
do they-
the town? In the town? Stay.
Oh, they don't grow anything.
What do you mean?
They don't grow anything.
It's a body farm.
I told y'all there was something up.
It's a body farm.
Like elbowing. Yeah.
They're making zombies.
Seeing how stuff decays. Do
This all
research.
canon, by the way. This is going in the kitchen. Like,
What?
I mean, he's also in the kitchen. He is sitting at the table.
Oh yeah. I know.
Oh, but he's not listening to us.
No, absolutely not.
We're like just lined up along the counter, just like
You guys are like doing that like
talking.
hushed whisper thing to each other.
Kira has found something to snack on in this kitchen, and it's just like
Here,
I
you
don't
have to
know,
wait for
Queen.
it to bake. Quit stealing the cake.
I mean, like,
It's just like the last little bit that didn't fit in the pan, and so it's the extra. It's fine.
Okay.
yeah, that's like cooking.
Do you want
oil.
some?
But I lean over to Jade. I'm just like,
Sure.
Jade,
Just a-
think they're making drugs in this town?
I mean, I wouldn't be
Like-
surprised.
Well, they're talking about farms, and they're in the forest.
But they're not growing anything. What drugs don't grow?
But I mean, if it's growing in the forest, it could look like they're not cultivating anything.
And that's true. So wouldn't be a lot of
And
open
this-
space.
Yeah, this guy doesn't seem like he really knows what's up. Either of those. Mixed bag.
Where did they say this was again?
A farm?
Yeah, like where in the forest?
Jira had said that the town itself was like, you've got the mayoral town, like, center, and then all the houses that are close are like your shops and like your local businesses, and then everything, there's like houses farther away that are, she said, were farms.
Oh, so it's a town that's kind of forested. Okay.
Yeah, it's a town nestled in the forest.
So that could be. We're still whispering over here. So
Yeah.
that could still be part of the whole like hired help to keep people out of the town.
Yeah. Okay. So we're this town is. We'll get the group together and talk about what's going on with this town. I feel like it's a good place to put a pin in it.
Do I sense that they're all like kind of talking to each other, whispering, or
Yeah.
We're not
Yeah,
being subtle.
they're not being subtle, but Aldrin is just, okay, gotta make this short, gotta make this short. What do I want to say? Kind of a thing. But he's
tell you
muttering to
what,
himself.
what else do you know about the town, Harvel?
The town. I don't know. I don't go out. That's Urchin's home. It's cheap now. Thank you.
You tell him.
You tell them.
Yeah.
You tell him.
I like my new name. When did you get a new name?
Today.
That's why it's her birthday. Come on.
Yeah, it's her birthday.
Keep
It's
up.
like a name day.
Why would we make her a cake?
God.
Right.
You're making a cake. Wait, how did you get? What are you putting in this cake?
You literally smelled the food.
You said it smells
Is
good.
that what
Yeah.
I'm smelling?
Jesus.
Wow.
How do you deal with this, Quinn?
Well,
I did have a professor that was a lot like him, honestly.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, how is this guy alive, though, honestly?
He doesn't leave.
So that's fair. That would
Do
be
it,
safe.
do it.
Like, he really does seem like he'd, like, walk into a pit of acid.
Huh? What?
So, yeah, there it is.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, okay. And he goes back to writing.
And you absolutely Quinn will put her hand on his like what he's writing.
He like goes to start a new line, and then he's like, "There's a hand in the way," and then kind of follows it. Yes.
So you know absolutely nothing about the town.
I don't know. What specifically do you want to know?
What specifically do you know?
They're all really shifty. Without
on.
being shifty, they absolutely have no respect for plant life whatsoever. They just come in here and trape over all my plants in my gardens, and it's one of the reasons why I left the town and then I came here to work with Master Gregan. He respects plant life and he understands the necessity of it all. Did you know that it's said that the Ever tree, the leaves have turned from green to yellow? Did you know that? I don't know why. But this isn't
that.
not the Ever tree. The Ever tree is the Ever tree. It is the capital of Aletha, and it is
The what?
the Ever tree. It is the capital of Aletha. The capital Aletha is set in the Ever tree, which never changes color. It's always green. That's why it's called the Evertree. And
Did this happen?
Oh.
It's been happening all summer. No one knows why. But I've noticed it elsewhere too. Oh, wait. I didn't even tell you the best part. Hold on. And he kind of like throws his stuff down and he gets up and he goes all the way back upstairs. And a few minutes later, he comes back down with all his notebooks look like he personally made them. They are very crudely crafted and very, very much like he ran out of space in a nice notebook and decided to make one of his own. And they're not great. They're not great. But they're functional. He comes down with a large book of worn leather. It is probably the size of like a dictionary, thick. And he sets it down with a thump on the table and kind of opens it carefully and begins very carefully leafing through the pages. And as you're watching, you notice that all the writing is handwritten. And he keeps flipping. What languages do you all know again?
I believe I know Elvish.
I mean, if you're looking at the book. If you're not looking at the book, it's irrelevant. But if you are looking at the book.
I would be looking at the book.
Super nice.
Is it like
No.
If it's like
okay.
24-point font, like, yeah, I'm looking in that direction.
Yeah, if we're sitting on the counter and he's at the kitchen table, can we like from our vantage
can we
point look
see?
down?
Yeah.
You can see scribbles.
Okay.
Like you
It's
can't.
not worth
It's not
getting up
intelligible. From your vantage point, it just looks like a bunch of handwritten like gibberish, like symbols and gibberish.
We wouldn't be able to tell what language from that distance.
No, you'd have to actually get up because the print is very fine and fluid and precise. Like it's legible that there's different letters, but not exactly what is said. What languages do you know again, Quinn? You said Elvish.
Draconic and common.
Okay. This is written in a language you do not understand. And he flips through it and he gets to about 3/4 of the way through. And there's a page that has absolutely no writing on it and a page that is written to about halfway. And he flips back to a couple pages before. Here it is. Master Gregan has said that there's been fields of flowers that have just died. Almost as if their life force was just gone. But it's not just any flowers. So if you met Master Gregan, you know he collects rare species, correct? Like you saw them? Also, where did you run into him? Where did you run into Master Gregan?
On the road.
Where was he going? Was he going north, south, east, west? North, south?
She'll like point in the direction. It was a really, really old and creepy house. That
Oh,
was
the
very,
old
very
Ashwell
dark
Manor.
and ancient. Yeah.
You went there? That place
Yeah.
is riddled with ghosts.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Because it's also not there anymore.
I mean, it's also said that there's a great beast that lives in there.
It was.
But there's also great
But
treasure
not
to be
anymore.
found, as well as a plethora of historical artifacts that could have
Yeah.
significant.
None of that's there anymore.
It's all gone now.
What do you mean? It's
Well, we
all-
took care of the beast and other like the terrible creature that was making it all evil and weird. And when we did, the whole thing collapsed.
You raid as you sneak and fight.
Well,
Oh. I see.
Are you okay?
Well, it said that there was a text in there written by an ancient botanist about all the plant life from before the cleansing. You know, the world before the one we live in now.
About us now.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can go dig through a bunch of totally normal rubble.
Yeah, I'm sure there's no
Like a
ghost
fun-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be like a
Definitely
fun
won't rain and
excavation
destroy
for
it
you.
either.
Yeah.
This book is terribly fascinating. Do you mind if I take a look at it for a few minutes?
Yeah, sure. And he turns it around, very obviously upset.
I begin to ritually cast comprehend
buddy.
languages.
Okay. That takes 10 minutes, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what are you doing in those 10 minutes aside from like the ritual itself? Like, are you like flipping through the pages?
Yeah,
or
like flipping through it to look like I'm kind of trying to like make it look like I'm just looking through the book, like I said, but
okay,
also like
yeah, okay.
casting.
You go ahead.
Is it obvious that she's like casting a spell to us who have seen her do this before? We've seen her like
You've seen
ritually
me
cast things.
Yeah, you've seen me ritually cast
Yeah.
stuff, so y'all would pick up that that's what I'm doing.
Distraction with this easily distractible man.
How much time has it been on the cake?
It's probably actually starting to near the end of its bake time, with the sheer amount of nerdy plant word vomit that he has unloaded upon you all.
Tell me about the apples, as River promptly
Yeah, I
proceeds
do
to
want to know
ignore
about the
him.
apples also, yeah.
Well, you see, I picked them all from the same tree about a week ago, and he goes off and starts talking about how he picked them all from the same day, but they seem to be decaying at different rates, and for some reason, some of them just don't seem to be decaying. So he decided to do another experiment in which he did it again, but this time to study a single apple and its lifespan, and this is the culmination of multiple experiments and seeing how he can take that and use it in making more preservable food. Because some of the apples seem to already have this, and some do not. Quinn, does comprehend languages, does it tell you what language? It just tells you what like the words say.
For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text.
Okay.
It won't decode secret messages in a text,
Yeah.
such as an arcane sigil.
Okay. This, as your spell takes hold, the words on the page that you're holding seem to be journal entry. And it's dated 12th of Yelev.
I would also,
20
if possible, try to grab some of the paper and like just jot it down as I'm reading.
12th of Yelev, 2997, which would have been the year prior. And that would be the winter season. So like just before the start of your current year. And it says, I was out walking and I felt a tugging and collapsed to my knees. It was almost as if my being was being pulled into the landscape around me, as if it was calling for help, and I'm going to ask my grandmother about this, as she knows far more than I do. I fear what this could mean. I won't tell anybody unless it happens again. Signed, Gregan. There's another one dated the start of the next year. And it says something along the lines of my fields in Ezrona have gone barren. This is the first this has ever happened, for I tend them well. I wonder if it has to do with the screaming that I hear at night. There's another one a few pages down that says, a leaf fell from the Evertree today, and I fear what this could mean. And that is the last entry, and it is dated 3 weeks ago, essentially. Which I did have the date written down at one point, so I will find that and send it to you. But those are like the last few pages, like the last chunk of like 10 or 20 pages of this like 300-page old journal.
I will nonchalantly fold up my paper that I've been scribbling on and put it in my bag and just kind of like nod to the rest.
And Eldrin does still seem to be very distraught with the knowledge that that book is probably lost forever now. After a while, Chi comes in the room and she goes, "What smells so good?"
Birthday cake.
Your cake.
Well,
child.
it's totally a surprise. Go back in the. It's almost done, right, guys?
Right.
Yeah, go back in the other room. We're gonna.
A
And
surprise?
do
You're
what?
gonna lie on a deadline?
Yeah, it's a lie on a deadline.
Why would you lie? Isn't that bad?
It's totally
You.
bad. Don't lie.
See, look, she gets it. Come on.
Okay.
Here,
What
come here.
am I supposed to do in the other room? I finished the
Come here.
puzzle.
I've got another
I'll
puzzle for you.
I'll go out
Okay.
with her and do a puzzle, I guess.
All right, never mind.
Lady's
Anissa's got
still
it.
strung over my back.
Anissa with the other woman's got another puzzle. River will stay in the kitchen.
Okay. All right. So, what are you doing? Your cake is almost done, if not done.
Finishing it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some berries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely run out of puzzle stuff to do and start teaching her like dagger moves.
Oh, she is so into it.
Yeah, it would take like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done with this puzzle. You want to learn weapons?
I was about to say, like, that puzzle
Absolutely.
was
And she's gonna
not
like
last.
brandish her dagger, and she's gonna like stand really big, like I'm hot shit. I can do this.
All right, this is
Well,
fantastic.
safe-
I was going to teach her lock picking, so I love how we both went to the different like.
I was thinking lock picking, but then I was like, no, she already has the knife. She doesn't have
yeah.
these tools. Like,
It was the choose your own path
economy.
for what your path of criminal. Let's go.
Every
As
mom
fast as
has
I
a
can
different
be,
plan.
which one?
Yeah, it's like, no. You got to stand sideways. Make yourself a smaller target. You got to like, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Nice footwork. Nice.
Yeah. And then she's like, no.
You gotta control. Keep your eyes on the target.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to take too many slashes. You just gotta in and out. Be quick.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, just little steps.
This is so cool. This is so cool. So much cooler than anything Master Gregan shows me.
I mean, plants are cool.
No, they're not. They're so boring. They're just everywhere all the time. That's all he talks about is plants. Did you know there are over 35 different flowers that can heal you? If I have to hear about one of them one more time, I'm going to rip my horn off.
I mean, that's actually really useful knowledge. I mean, I know it's probably boring to hear over and over.
Why am I gonna need it? I'm not gonna leave this area.
Really? With 10
You
gold?
never know. Yeah, 10 more gold.
What gold?
Yeah,
That's
sort
right.
of like elbow dredge.
she's like, I did it right.
Our child.
Deviant.
All right, so you guys finish up your cake. Quinn, Kira, what are you guys doing?
Kira's working on the cake, but like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
River's helping.
if
but-
there's anything
Yeah, I was there.
else,
Still on the cake.
if there's anything else to glean from this book, or
Well, where are you looking? It's a very large text.
yeah. Actually, if they're fully distracted,
Eldrin, what's that plant? As she immediately then proceeds to not pay attention. Just every intermittent, like,
It's just like goes
5 to
back.
7
much-
minutes.
how much would you say this book weighs?
Probably 20. I don't know. How much does the dictionary weigh? 25 pounds?
What?
That
That's
seems like
that's
a lot.
what-
Like,
what
maybe
the
we're
hell?
going, we're going like under 10,
The
like maybe 8
average
pounds.
college
What?
backpack that's full of
Okay, all
college
right, hold on.
textbooks is 18 pounds.
Okay,
Alright, hold
okay.
on. I
knew
have
that
a
because
art
we're
history
much-
book.
Does
A block
a
of clay about this big is
dictionary
25
weigh?
pounds.
How much does a dictionary weigh? About 1 kilogram.
What's
So
that?
it weighs
Okay.
about
2 pounds?
1 kilogram. 2 pounds.
2
2
pounds.
2 pounds.
Neat.
It's a big book.
Keep him distracted, and I will ritually cast wrist pocket on it.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll for this one. I am gonna roll for this one. I will roll at disadvantage though because you are actively trying to distract him. However,
Children, come
This-
some cake.
this is his master's journal that he absolutely probably should not have. But he's alone, so it's fine.
Of course.
Well, you see that plant over there? That's Floricus, and he goes off on the books, completely distracted. Because I rolled a 7.
Oh, buddy. Oh, someone's out of the apprenticeship program.
After 35 years.
Well, if he's not a master after 35 years, then I mean, he's probably
It's never gonna
not
happen.
master material.
Yeah, it's on like
Rudolph.
Elven time.
He is on Elven time.
Oh, poor Quinn. My Jessica is showing.
I think this is just you now.
hmm
So, you ritually cast the spell as he talks about all the flowers that are in the kitchen, specifically.
Then I pick up the book, and it disappears to a pocket dimension.
Okay. Yep, you do that. And it's gone.
Shoes on the floor.
Uh,
Scrapping cake stuff.
okay. Yeah, so you successfully take the journal of Gregan, grandson of Lady Reyna. And you guys do finish up with your cake, decorating it with all the fruits and berries that are edible.
I think we just have found like a random house candle and have like,
Okay.
Have to clean
Yeah.
it off a little.
yeah.
Duct tape down the outsides for a real long time.
Yeah.
Gee,
All
we
right.
need your help in here.
Is it okay if I go help them? She looks at you and
Yes.
since you're helping her. And she's like, coming! And she like is running with the dagger out still. So she's like, yes. She's like, what do you have?
No!
What do you have?
That's what knife safety. We talked about knife safety. That was
It
the
did.
intro.
Did we? I don't remember it.
No, you, put the, you don't run with it unless you're trying to attack what's in
Oh, I
front
got
of
in
you.
trouble for that one. I got in trouble
Okay.
for that a lot. Put
She
it,
sheathes it
yeah.
and comes into the kitchen. What do you need my help with? I'm really good at
Ah.
you guys sing happy birthday and she's like,
Yeah.
Birthday.
oh. So you guys get to sit down and enjoy some cake. She does look at the candle like, what's that for?
Blow it out, make a wish. Don't
Oh.
say it. But
Okay.
Yeah. because if you say it out loud, then it won't come true.
Oh, okay. And she blows it out, and you guys get to sit down and enjoy some pretty good, actually, some pretty good birthday cake, fruit covered birthday cake.
Go Team Kitchen.
Go Team Kitchen. Nice
Eldrin-
gently.
Eldrin kind of like looks around. Wait, did anybody see where where did the book go?
River.
What book?
What book?
Yeah.
Master
Empty
Master.
notebook.
I thought you
What?
put that away.
I haven't left the seat. Oh, God, he's going to kill me if I lost that. That was his grandmother's book. That was his grandmother's
Give me
book, and
an
then
empty
he
notebook.
inherited it, and now it's his, and he's writing all in it. And he's frantically searching around for this very large book, and like he lifts up the center vase as if it could hide it in there, and he's looking all around. He's like, "You have to help me find it, please."
No, I think you should sit down. I feel like maybe you got a concussion when you fell because you definitely put that book away.
You put that book away. Also, a question. I heard about these 35 plants that can heal. Do you mind writing all those down in this notebook for us? Bonus points if you can draw the plants too.
I mean, there's over 157.
Just narrow it down to the top 35, please.
Yeah, but I really have to find this journal. It's imperative that I find this journal. And he's gonna. Okay.
I can help you though.
Can
please.
we try to persuade him to still write these down for us?
Sure, go for it.
You know what? We can probably see. I bet you that she would know this information, and we really don't need his help at all. Like it's
She's like
he'd
mouthful
probably
of
forget
cake.
one or two. I bet she remembers it.
What do you need? What can I help with?
Shit, never mind.
What?
You're fine.
Nothing.
Enjoy your cake.
Oh, okay. And she goes back to eating. Eldrin does stand up, and he does run upstairs to go and see if he did put it away.
So we should definitely go, guys.
Do it.
Yeah.
Wait, why are we?
Take the cake to go.
Retroactively rolled a perception for Kira for the book for Quinn doing that with the book, and I got a 5. Like, she has no idea.
We should probably go. We've overstayed our welcome. We don't want to hear any more conversation about leaves and trees.
Time to dip.
He didn't even ask
That
about
is a
like
lot.
the lady on my back.
He still hasn't said anything about that.
Oh, that's
Well, it helps that she shut her mouth too.
Well, yeah, she's like
True.
real concussed. Definitely. I think she's like,
Yeah.
she's asleep. Shit.
She might have one concussion left to give.
That's it. That punch card's really running out. Okay, she, do you live here? Are you good?
I live here. Well, I live in the barn out back, but yeah, I live here.
You should make Eldrin live in the barn out back, and you should take his room because
Yeah.
It's your birthday.
I don't want his room. His room is so messy. Besides,
Mm.
I get the whole barn to myself.
Yeah, that's actually
That's fair
paid
point.
for square footage. Yeah, that's good.
That's fair. You've got some gold too. You could do it up real nice.
I mean, but like, don't spend it all in one place.
So, like, I could buy places to put my treasures.
You could probably buy a very decent wardrobe. Yes.
I have to go to town.
With like,
Hey, Eldrin, I'm going to town. I'll see you later. And
Yeah, we're going with her.
yeah, we're gonna make sure she gets there safely.
Yeah, safety first.
Oh, that's a good
Did
idea.
anyone teach this child how to break change? She's gonna start.
Yeah, you did, Jade.
Yeah. Oh, did I?
Yeah, when you broke that gold.
Mhm.
Could we have taken
Anyway.
a short rest while we were baking a cake?
Yeah.
yes, you can absolutely have taken a short rest.
Short rest.
I don't know that I would have been able to take a short.
No.
No.
Quinn,
Well,
you have been actively doing things while you guys were waiting for everything. You would have been able to get a pretty decent Yeah, short rest in there.
As long as we're just taking things from this man, can I just grab one of the Fable books off the shelves? Just the thickest
Absolutely. Yeah.
one. Okay,
Go for
I do
it.
that.
He's not down there.
Yeah.
She is
She's
actively
out the door in
like
front of us.
gone. Because she's got to go buy stuff now because she's got gold. All right, so you guys leave the ultra cottagecore house behind, and we'll go ahead and take our break there. Give us time to go do the human things that we have to do.
Human things, gross.
I know, right? It's
Ew.
ridiculous. So, we are going to be putting in a code for a chance to win those super dope dice from lindormdice.com, right? That's their website. They are super pretty. They're like a really lime green with like a swirl of opaque white mixed in there, and the letters are gold, and they're super pretty. If you are interested in a chance to win those, you are going to type a code word in the chat, all lowercase, one word. What shall our code word be?
Chi is
birthday
spelled.
Chi.
Well, yeah, it's.
Oh.
Okay.
Hang on, let me rethink. Is it CHI?
CHI, yeah. I'm assuming it's like the chin, part of the chin and urchin.
Mm-hmm.
So CHI. So.
All right, so
I thought it was like a monk thing.
That too. I was like, I mean, Jade named her, so.
Yeah.
okay.
So go ahead and type Happy B-Day Chi in the chat now for your chance to win those super awesome dice. And we will be back very shortly to continue this wonderful poor torture of a simple druid man.
All right, we'll be right
We'll
back.
see y'all real soon.
So the torture's over. We left.
Hello?
Hello.
Wow.
And welcome back to GutPunchRP, where we're doing Darkness Rising. It is your last chance to enter to win the super awesome set of Lindorm dice. They are very pretty. You're going to type "Happy Birthday Chi," or excuse me, "Happy B-Day Chi," all one word, lowercase, into chat now for your chance to win. And we will roll that very shortly. They're so pretty. If you want to win the super pretty dice, go ahead and enter Happy B-Day Chi into chat now. I will spam my message again. Because, posting it 2 times before wasn't worth it.
7 times!
Don't tempt me. I have it copy-pasted. I'm ready to go. We'll go ahead and roll that.
Old Slow Tiger.
Old Slow Tiger! Ooh. Congratulations! Do you want to go ahead and say something in chat so that we can whisper you and get those dice sent out for you? Oh, excuse me. Congratulations! You won your very own set of pretty dice. Everyone was repping their mug, so I had to go get one of mine. So. all the good stuff going on. So, if you were not with us the last time, they have just left. Or they are currently standing outside of Gregan and Eldrin's house, the very cottage core covered in vines house. After having totally not shrunk a very old book into a pocket, or transported into a pocket dimension. It's fine. And Eldrin is not frantically searching the house for it right now. But, Chi wanted to go and buy some stuff, so we're headed off towards the town of Harvale. So we'll pick up there.
As we're walking, I will bamf the book back and then put it into my bag.
Okay.
Before we get too far away, River is going to point out to the very large lump on Anissa's back, going, "We cannot go into town with that. We need to make a decision."
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, she was fine with being killed.
Please end my suffering of having to listen to you all.
I don't know. That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, she's just so killable.
Yes, please. I would, if I have to listen to you talk, I'd rather be dead.
Have you ever considered that that's part of why you're a terrible manager and why you didn't get your own assignment for 15 years?
I will have you know,
that's
it
true.
Was
she really has you pegged.
Leader of my own orchestration for quite a long time until somebody.
You play music?
Is.
I mean, yeah, it was like, bucket drums.
Please just kill me. Please.
Is the bounty on Anissa's head common knowledge, or was that a private conversation between the two? Kind of blurred lines there a little bit.
She did not. She was not quiet when she said, "There's a price on your head." So.
Anissa, she's seen your face. She knows your last location. She knows who you're traveling with, and we are not a subtle group.
I mean, you don't. You're saying it like you have to convince me. I'm fine killing her.
All right.
She's an asshole then. She's clearly an asshole now.
Did you want to ask about the farm stuff, or was she tapped out on that?
I mean, do you...
Don't think she knew anything about... We learned about the farms from her, but she said that she, didn't know anything about the farms. Hold on, let me go back.
They're just... Yeah, stuff. Still wondering what that.
So you know about
Oh,
the
I meant
farms,
to add about,
but don't know
about
what
the
they're
small
doing?
bouquet on the flowers. Never mind. One sec.
You were orchestrated you were, I don't know, you were trying to say that you were a leader, but then something happened and it totally wasn't your fault.
It wasn't. It was some little chit named Gabrielle's fault.
Who's Gabrielle?
Sounds very
I don't know,
funky.
some
Sorry, you reacting?
No, that
Okay.
that was Jessica reacting.
I mean, I would have made a growling sound, and I would definitely be waiting for the next thing she's gonna say.
I found a thing. She had said that they're mostly a farming town in the middle of the woods, and then makes a mention of what are they farming. That's the...
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry,
back notes wise, though, she said she didn't actually know because she didn't pay attention, and she
Yes.
had.
Mhm.
She was
Yeah.
an expert.
that was my interpretation of it. I could be
Yeah.
mistaken.
I love that. Yes. Quinn is actually a warlock to her patron Jess. And Jess occasionally takes over. I support this decision wholeheartedly.
It's canon. It's said.
It is. It is. Jira kind of like, can you put me down? It's extremely uncomfortable.
I am just still standing there. I'm not like gonna like put her down.
Oh,
Like
what?
muscles tense under armor, which she can't feel because it's like plate.
I'm not saying anything else unless you put me down. Or you could just
I
kill
don't think
me.
you're going to say anything anyways, even if we do.
I mean, we're not taking her to town, so I sort of like unsling her and like drop her very hard on the ground. You know, half a hit point hard.
So she's got 0.5 health left on. Well, I mean, she also was able to take a long rest, so she's healed up a little bit.
I drop her harder.
You just drop her. So she's probably at like back at 10 health, so now she's back at 9.
We're moved approximately like 15 feet away.
She just kind of like, it takes her a second, but she shifts so that she can sit up with her like hands bound and her legs bound. And then she just pointedly stares at you, Anissa. Oh, wait, you knew her, didn't you? You two were... You were on that... That's what it was! Oh, that is just rich! And she kind of shifts a little as she sits there, and then
As she's saying whatever awful thing she's gonna say, I'm gonna like look up the road and make sure that this kid is just continuing on their merry way.
oh yeah, she's like skipping. She's very excited and trying to thinking about what she's gonna buy with all of her gold, because she can buy things. What is that?
Second home, she can totally get like a condo in town now.
Yeah.
Spend her summers there, go back.
She's gonna get like a Mercedes Sprinter van that's just
Yeah.
out. And Kira's with her, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's this lady about to say?
Because she was talking about why she lost her title. Yeah, there. See, this little waif of a girl. She thought it'd be funny to run a operation with her friend that resulted in a failure that I was in charge of. Worked out for me, though. Little bitch got herself killed. She deserves it. But weren't you involved in that?
Still just like looking up the road, takes out a long sword. Just like, anime slices her head off.
Okay. As you draw the sword, she goes, "It's a shame that she's..." And then you go ahead and behead her. I'll allow it because I enjoy the theatrics of it.
That like sad organ music starts to play in the back, starts to rain just on me.
Druid guy is up above you in the second story.
Like, fuck yeah, I've been following this mega for a long time.
So Quinn would have been there because she was the one egging Jira on.
I think everyone except she and Kira were there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Blood splatter.
yeah.
It's a trail.
I assume we're not going to talk about that. Or are we going to talk about that?
It seemed like we voted and we all agreed that killing her was fine. Was that...
She was going to kill the kid if we didn't.
Oh, no.
her.
I'm fairly certain we were all on team killing her, but I was more referring to Gabrielle? That part of it.
I just... No. Just starts walking.
You wonder if any of those plants in there are carnivorous?
Just kick her off the trail, it's fine.
We can't, like, leave this here. You either bury it or you feed it to something.
So on my anime walk away, there's a sad song playing.
The monk in the
Hands in pockets.
Spellcasters with the body.
Yeah.
I firebolt the body.
Oh, there we go.
Alright. It takes... Oh, that's what I need.
You gotta get to high temperatures for like a sustained amount of time to cremate this. Like, this is not gonna... It's gonna take a bit.
Where approximately would Quinn hit Jira with her firebolt?
Ooh, I don't like this. I'm moving.
Oh, shit.
For no reason.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Another 5 feet.
Oh, no, this is happening?
Evasion. I'm walking the fuck away.
No, I said it. I'm doing it. I would assume that she's wearing, like, she's armored, but underneath her armor, she has clothing that is probably flammable.
Absolutely.
Quinn would aim for whatever piece of clothing she could get to that she could see.
Chest, arm, like...
So assuming the head flew and it flopped over, probably either, like, if there's enough exposed at the chest, but there may not be. If I'd say
she's got like one of like how my shirt is, how it's got the loop. It's like a regular little breastplate, so it kind of swoops down, and then she has shoulder pauldrons to protect her neck, but it doesn't like come all the way up.
Okay, because
with the guard,
I was gonna say if there's more like fabric on the sleeve. Unless
there's probably more on the sleeve.
She would probably go for wherever there was the most concentration of fabric.
Okay. So you cast your firebolt, and it takes a second, literally, but you watch as it embers, and then the flames pick up. and it slowly begins to burn her clothes and essentially her body. A sickly, sweet, charred scent begins to fill the air. Could I get a dexterity saving throw?
Ooh.
From anyone who's lingering by the body?
Nope, I said I was
Close.
leaving. Hell no.
How close?
I'm so far.
Within 10 to 15 feet.
Shit, I was at the
Fuck.
distance range.
Ah. What'd you say? Dex save?
Oh.
A dex save.
Said just roll it off the road.
11.
How do I do
Okay.
math again?
13.
15.
Okay. 15? Okay. You watch as her body kind of falls and you catch it on fire. From her chest rolls a small vial of liquid. And as the fire heats it up, it explodes.
Oh, fuck.
Get the fuck
It
outta here.
explodes. You do notice it is not black.
Ah!
You're terrible.
TPK for half the party there. Who wants to play Chi?
That's not a TPK. It's only a partial.
Well, yeah.
Half
The
and dead.
clear
Give us a heart
liquid.
attack, why don't ya?
Yes. Yes, I will.
God.
She told you under suggestion that she'd given you all of that she had. Could I still dangle it over your head as a threat? Yes. And did I enjoy every second of it? Yes. If you got 14 and higher, you are going to take half damage. If you failed, you will take full damage as the small vial of essentially like nitroglycerin explodes around her. And you will take 14 points of fire damage.
Oof.
And 7 at half.
Oh, I thought you were into like 7 on top of that.
Oh, no.
Chill.
7 for half. So 14 total. This is just a small explosive. 14 total, but 7 if you successfully.
Wait. Do I have a thing? Do I have a thing?
Do you have a thing? Do you have a thing? I enjoy things.
Right.
Things are
side.
fun and exciting.
We don't have to worry about the body.
Oh, that's true. It's done now.
She probably would have turned and been like, "What was that?"
Okay,
Oh,
so
Nothing.
Nothing.
when I roll an ability,
you-
wait, no, that's ability check. Never mind, that's not
Something
safe.
happened.
Screw it.
Are you all okay?
Quinn is
Oh, we're
like flat
fine.
out on the ground and like, I think I just like got the breath knocked out of me. It's okay.
Quinn?
I'm fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Everything's
Oh my
fine. It's fine.
gosh.
I can do that.
What do y'all pull her up?
River, who was like patting herself out as well, sure took the full brunt of it too, like goes over and like hauls Quinn up.
Thank you.
Yep. No
What did you
problem.
all do?
You all.
Everything's fine.
We're
As I like
fine, it's
brush my
fine.
robes off. Like
Oh my.
I took the least amount of damage. So I'm still standing. So I was just like, it's nothing.
What the hell? What spell was that? Actually, kind of kicks ass. Maybe like a distance next
Exploded.
time.
I mean,
I
no,
think we,
well, it was actually just a small firebolt. It was that she had an explosive on her.
That's actually a really good idea.
What's
Wait, how
her
did-
body situation looking like? Did she just kind of explode into nothingness, or is there just like
Please tell me.
Yeah, like
Okay, awesome.
I mean, there's
Many pieces.
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Bros will get her.
yes, but they're manageable, bite-sized chunks that are charred now.
is her armor the mithril tidbit? Is that blown to smithereens as well, or is that sort of
High or low?
high?
That's a nat 20. It's fine.
Mage hand, pick that stuff up. Kind of shake it.
Oh boy.
The bulk of her like left side of her chest kind of like out of it.
Can you
You're welcome for that.
you wanna cook that piece some more?
Yeah, we're gonna.
No,
Need to
it just
deep clean
stops. I just pick the big chunks off to the side of the road.
Quinn, I don't suppose you'd mind. Can you like sneak this thing away to somewhere else for like until we have a chance to clean it?
Prestidigitation.
Ha! Awesome.
There we go.
And you get yourself a shiny, emblazoned mithril breastplate.
That scream.
It does have a symbol etched onto it. Anissa, you would recognize it. And on the inside of it, now that it's clean, you notice in the bottom corner, there's like a hand-carved symbol. And it is that of a crescent moon with like 2 slashes in the bottom section of it. So like...
Hold on.
Yeah,
this readily available. Like that.
Does that look familiar?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, it does.
Ah!
Familiar?
Yeah, it does. Look familiar. That is.
She'll, when River's looking at this, will point it out to first the one symbol if she doesn't recognize it, and then the other one. Which I don't know if River's that or I think that might have been it.
Natural drawing.
Oh, the necklace. Yeah, it's the
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anissa's necklace. The
Yeah,
the
it's a necklace. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
old man was after that.
Yep.
No, that's the necklace of stars.
The necklace
No,
of stars.
hold
It
on.
just has the hanging things. This
Yeah.
that wasn't their symbol though, was it?
No.
I have
Wait, then what was that from? Wait.
orc woman necklace, and then I have that sign drawn.
Say
It
what?
was the
Why is there a bush?
necklace. Roll me a history, 'cause I've given you a lot tonight.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah.
Why do I
See
even
if you can
try?
recall.
20 for a total of 28.
It was the
damn.
necklace.
Goddamn.
It
All
was
right,
the
wizard.
necklace.
Nerd?
The priest
Nerd.
who wanted the necklace of stars. It was the amulet that he was wearing.
Okay.
So it is tied to the necklace of stars. But it is the priest necklace.
What was the was it just mithril breastplate?
Yes.
Or just
Yes.
mithril?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm trying to
It's real sweet.
see who could
It
always
is.
that.
That is my magic bed of whatever GMs offer.
So
Well,
Love playing a nerd and getting excited about history checks.
Yeah, nerd alert.
and you know what we love even more than that? We love nat 20s.
yes, we do.
We do.
Yeah, so River's pointing out that symbol and the
Oh, wasn't that
The
the
one
symbol
that's
that priest was wearing? The one who was after the necklace that Anissa
Oh.
had.
Oh yeah.
you know, those ropes would
It
be
does
tied
look
in
familiar, Yeah.
with somebody who blows themselves up and is part of highway robbery and dealing with that poison.
They did try to jump us.
They did try to jump us.
And they had a very nasty poison in case things go badly, so no, she had to go.
Yeah. She did.
Are we? So, I don't want to be somebody who's like, believing in conspiracy theories here, but is it possible that
Connected, right?
This is all connected?
Yeah.
and
DM. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah,
You can-
no. Oh, like, is it possible that they were looking for us?
I Well, I think maybe they're more tangentially connected, maybe at like a higher level, like maybe the bosses are connected. I think these people really maybe we're doing, but I think this town is also up to something that might be connected.
Yeah, I don't know if they were looking for us specifically because it didn't seem like they recognized this, right?
Well,
Except for you, Anissa.
well, yes,
Well,
that's a work connection.
But that was, I mean, the other group recognized you too. I mean, for the necklace, but
But they were following the necklace.
What necklace?
No necklace. But also,
I could buy it. She holds out her coin. I could buy it. Because I'm rich now. You said so.
River
No,
will. I was
also
like,
that's-
okay, you got us, and take off one of her necklaces, of which she has several. But I was like, but you
Okay.
can have it for free
Because it's my
also-
birthday.
because it's your birthday.
Yes. She puts it on, puts her gold away. And then scurries off.
Someone who's not me should teach that kid about negotiating.
I could do
you
that.
don't say.
Yeah, I do say. It's a real thing to say before this.
Amber, you had a question
Oh,
that you wanted
yes.
to ask.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Sorry, I was dropping mental stats into group chat in case anyone who wants to chime in and fight for it.
oh yeah.
But DM, could River roll to see if she recognized the robes and the languages from her dream from anything since the episode has started? Or not the episode, since recent events that she would not have known before, but potentially
Yes.
now. What am I rolling?
I say history because you're trying to recall something from your memory.
19.
You know, the robes that priest was wearing looked just like the robes that the guy who was doing the chant were wearing.
Okay, and
And
any
you're-
chance the language?
The
Not that she recognizes it, but if it seemed familiar to anything that she's heard so far.
what languages does she know? I know. I will ask.
Infernal. Yeah.
Okay,
She didn't know in the dream. But she's heard some weird shit since this has started.
I don't think the language you heard has been spoken
Okay.
yet. I could be very wrong on that, but I
trust you on it.
don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Also with your 19,
She's not that smart. This is really fucking awesome.
you recall as a kid having seen that symbol before, but you don't know where. And you're pretty sure the last time you saw it, it was small. Not necklaced, not amulet sized. But you remember taking note of it because it was shiny.
This checks out.
So,
Okay, so all right, the priest group is I know he said he was broken off from a different sect or some other sects were doing it, but they've done some weird shit. I walked in once on them doing some sort of ritual. Had some sort of weird shit going on. Had, I don't know, victim, sacrifice, volunteer, somebody in the middle did not seem willing at all. But yeah, robes, some sort of weird chanting shit. Very culty. Very disturbing. But, so. Also, that symbol, I've seen it somewhere before. I can't place it. It wasn't on the job, though.
Quinn's gonna pull out that book and just flip through fast and see if she sees that symbol anywhere in the book.
Okay. You open the book and you see it multiple times in the first few pages.
Just going to bookmark those pages. And,
Okay.
And like kind of hold up the book and be like, I can't read it now, but maybe tonight before bed I could sit down and figure out. But look, it appears
The rest of us look at it. Can any of us read it?
What languages? What
Quinn
languages?
is showing
I know. River's languages. What languages do the rest of you know? I know Quinn's languages. One of these days I'm going to write this down.
Common giant orc.
Okay.
Elven.
Elvin?
Celestial Dwarvish.
Hey,
No.
Dwarvish
That's
buddies.
orc. But
You do none of you know what this language is.
Does it look familiar or like similar to something? Like
Yeah, like Salmon Space.
It's
like if we know Elvish, would it kind of seem familiar?
in a sense, yes, but it also looks like it has roots in Dwarvish as well.
that one.
So it's got like some of the characters almost look as if they took the Elvish language and the Dwarvish language and smushed them together. But then there's also hints of Quinn, you would recognize Draconic sort of characters in it. Yes, it is 12-ish. But it's also not quite any of them. It's more fluid, with deep. Words are escaping me. It's strong and yet flowy, like if that makes any sense. Like some of the characters are very harsh and sharp, but then when they connect and you look at like a word, it's very like languid and kind of drifts along the page. And Quinn, you would notice looking at the first few pages of the book, this is a different handwriting than the one at the end of the book.
Oh, so I'd be safe to assume that that was Rayla's handwriting because it was. Okay, yep.
Yes.
Will us have letters from her?
That as well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she gave them to you.
Oh, okay.
There's a benefactor that she is working on behalf of. So what's our plan? What are we doing? She's like ahead of you guys a little bit, like, are you coming?
Yeah.
Yep.
What time day?
It is because you got there around noon, so it's probably like mid to late afternoon now, because you guys weren't really at Eldrin's for very long.
We could head to the tavern, maybe have some dinner, poke around about the mayor, see if we could find out information. We are just traveling adventurers headed towards where's the Evertree?
Olathe,
Yes.
the capital of Eurasia, which is the country next to yours, because you are currently you like traveled into Eurasia and then we're like, oh, we should go to Harvale, and like booked it back. So you're like still on the border of Rilla and Eurasia.
We're gonna stand out with Chi with us.
Yeah, well, there's that, yes, but also like, well, yes, but also maybe like she is a because she was working with those other people, so maybe she says we're okay. Not in like a real way, but no, like someone let us into town. This child who hangs out here.
Yeah, it's like a 50-50 toss up.
Yeah, really, yeah, that was.
Yeah, they gave her kind of a garbage name.
Yeah, no one here is kind to her.
Yeah, they seem like dicks.
And we came from like the main road when they know they're posted up, but they're not here.
Maybe we should come in on a
Different.
road. Yeah, but also like, what if someone else is hired to like watch those roads? Are we just gonna like go around and take out like all the road bandits?
We could ask Chi if there's any more people.
Honestly, good call. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, Chi.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
About the road situation into town.
Okay.
There's multiple roads into town.
Yeah. Aren't there multiple roads in your town too?
That's
Yeah.
the point.
Yeah. I mean, yes. Okay, but are there other folks guarding the other roads into town?
I don't think so. I mean, the mayor's got his dudes, but they just kind of stay around him and don't really do much for the town. But no, Jira usually did just the main road coming in from the north, since that's from where I'm told the capital of like some country next to us. I don't know. I don't pay attention to geography. Is so. Yeah.
All right. So we go through the woods and then kind of turning back to the group. We go through the woods and then come back the other road, right?
You know, we could probably cut through and get to a different road.
Yeah.
So there's no other guards.
But it's faster to just go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could also learn some super important survival forest skills on your birthday.
You're right.
Yeah, that's my birthday gift to you.
Okay, I'm ready. And she whips out her dagger. She's like, I'm ready.
10 feet away.
Okay.
No, River is moving 10 feet
Oh,
away.
okay.
Okay.
She goes, okay, and then like tries to math meme figure out how far is 10 feet.
Yeah, and I'm trying to math meme figure out what
2 squares.
the tangential road would be that I have to get to through these woods now. I'm like, shit.
I mean, if you like walk off into the woods, you'd eventually like come around to another road. It'd take probably about 30 minutes to like weave through the trees to get there, but you do find like it's a smaller path, looks more like a local road. That's coming in from like the northwest side. Nope, that's the northeast side of town. So
Yeah. That's the road that I deftly run into as I lead the party through the wood.
Dope.
Into the woods.
Out of the woods.
And home before dark.
See, and that's how you find a trail in the woods. Chi.
so cool. Okay, I'll remember that. I'll remember that. I promise.
Anyway, town.
All right, so you guys join this road and you head in. It does not take long to get into the town of Harvale itself. It's pretty much as Jira explained it to you. There's some houses that you come across before you get to the main bulk of the town, and they do look as if they have farms Like they have specific far fenced in areas, but you glance over it, there doesn't seem to be anything growing in the fenced in areas. And as you keep walking in, you enter the main part of town. The houses here are simple wooden buildings with really nice thatch on the roofs, except for one very large stone building located halfway through town as you are walking, as you're cutting through it. And this building is probably 3 stories tall. It is made completely of stone with a very large ornate oak door that has been carved into. There's smoke coming from the chimney. And it is compared to the wooden structures located around, it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Has there been people on the streets as we
Yeah, as you walk through, you do notice multiple different peoples. You see some elves, tieflings, dwarves. There's a couple gnomes. More humans than not. And they all kind of they smile and they're like, "Oh, welcome to Harvale." And then they kind of side eye Chi, but they don't say anything. And they're not unpleasant. They're just kind of "Oh, hi, welcome," and go about their day. Some of them don't even say anything to you. They just kind of look at you and all right, I guess we've got some travelers, kind of a thing.
And that's
Where are we going?
We were looking for the tavern, right?
Yeah, is this stone building where we're going?
That thing looks like a fortress.
Yeah, going shopping.
I mean, there are a few things I need to pick up, but...
Will you come shopping with me?
Well, it's evening, right?
I mean, the sun's setting, yeah, but they're not closed yet. They close when the stars come out, and they're not out yet, so we got time. Are you gonna come shopping with me?
Sure. Yes. Obviously, it's your birthday, so we're doing that.
Yes. And she will dart off again, and she kind of runs into people, and they're just like, "Urchin, watch it."
Her name is Chi.
It's Urchin. That's what she said her name was.
Well, now she says that it's not.
Could they make a strength saving throw?
Oh no!
They most certainly can.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna just like this whole town.
I'm just gonna do flat because they are villagers, so they're not. So they got a 12.
Okay, so they just get jostled, shoved, and get moved 5 feet, and as they just feel somebody shove in from behind them, and she's also going to minor illusion some footsteps behind them.
Hey,
oh,
who was
buddy,
that?
buddy, watch where you're standing. You're just getting run into all over the place.
He turns and he goes and chases after your illusion footsteps.
Nice.
She does not seem to notice. She is gone. And you watch as she darts into one of the buildings across from the mayor's house tavern inn building. And if you follow
that she learns how to haggle and she gets prices beforehand and she does not let them know how much money she has.
Well, yeah, she's just gonna hold out gold. That's how she does it now, so someone should take care of that. I think that might be you sort of elbow river
She kind of sighs and follows the child, trying to keep pace.
You notice as soon as she goes in, an elderly woman, well, I shouldn't say elderly, she's older, she's got some gray in her hair, and she's got a broom, and she's like, "Out, urchin, out! You know this is a place of business, it's not a place for you to come romping through my store." She's like, "No, I've got money, I want to buy something." And she's like, "You don't have money, and if you did, you stole it. I don't want your stolen money." What? And who are you all?
Kira's getting up in her face.
Yeah.
Like
roll intimidation. Roll intimidation.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That is shit. Could I use my strength instead of my charisma? Could I argue for that?
Can I be behind her flexing and give her advantage?
I was saying, like, we got the whole squad up here.
Yeah, like, it's like...
Yeah, go for it.
Intimidation's not that bad. Actually, it's a 17.
She kind of like, "Who are you? What are you doing here? I don't know you. You have friends."
She was going to show us some places to spend our coin to restock supplies, but clearly...
She actually has money.
Perhaps this isn't the spot to go shopping at and spend.
No, I think we need to go.
Look.
If you work on commission, this was a real bad call.
Yeah.
This is a pretty woman
She
moment.
has come into my store more times than I care to count, and she always tries to leave with something without paying. I've been burned once before by her, and I will not be burned by her again.
So
No, you'll be burned by the rest of us.
Just the once that this orphan child
I'm
burned
just
you.
flicking some fire in my fingers as she's
Kira
talking
is
about
actually like
being-
cracking her knuckles, like full on. Like that was like in character. Like she
Run a business for repute. I am esteemed, and that my business is very important here.
I mean, clearly you need to watch it because you're about to have to call your fire insurance guy.
Are you planning on buying something?
We were until now.
If you have coin, you may come in. I don't allow people without
Ma'am, do
coin.
you know
And she
you
kind
are
of pushes
talking
through you guys.
to?
She does push through. She's like, "And I have coin. See?" And she holds out 1 gold piece. And the woman, fine. And she kind of puts her broom on her shoulder and walks into her store. But she doesn't say anything about you guys not being able to come in.
Is there another store?
Oh yeah, there's a couple. Urchin was trying to run into like the general store. So like ye old CVS, if you will.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yep.
So got a little
like this is gonna be a-
smattering of everything.
Trying to go to ye old Walgreens.
Yeah.
Conveniently located right across the way.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Alright.
we're like, we're not spending our money here.
Before she can get into the door, I just yank her by the collar.
What?
Nope,
She's-
we're good. We're going this way. We're going to this store instead because clearly they don't want our coin.
But
Right.
it's money.
I know, and I guess she just really hates money. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate because this is really shiny.
It is.
You also need to not lead with that if they're not going to have good customer service at the start. Like, at least a hello.
What's customer service?
It's when the people running the store are nice to you because they want you to shop there.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I probably shouldn't go into these stores because I may have tried to take things from them before because I didn't have money.
Did you succeed in taking things?
A couple times.
Is the value of those things like a silver or something like that? It's not a lot.
I don't know. I can't read.
She doesn't know the value of money.
Oh, yeah. Were they small things like, a piece of candy and...
Sometimes, yeah. There was this one time that Jira dared me to go into the necklace people over their store and to take a ring, and I did it.
There's a necklace place?
So we don't go
There's
there.
a ring. What? Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
I gave it to Jira. I don't know what she did with it, but
Maybe we don't go to that store.
yeah, but maybe we try the next general store, and here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take like a silver and walk in and be like, I'm sorry for stealing from you. Here's the money back.
does she have silver or does she just have the gold?
I am holding out a silver.
Okay.
Character growth.
Character growth.
She's not offering somebody else's money.
Can't believe it.
Offering her own.
Damn it.
What is this?
Too late. No, take
It's
this
just
back.
silver.
It's not real money.
Not real money.
So you're gonna go in and you're gonna take the silver and you're gonna apologize for stealing. Because like if you're gonna steal and you get caught, you can't go places. But like you're a kid, so you can apologize once and they'll be cool about it.
Okay.
But you
I'll do
gotta be
that.
sincere about your apology.
You know, you gotta like little teary eyes. I've seen the error of my ways. Yeah.
But they like throw things at me.
You
What they
open
do.
with
If they do that, I'll just look. Okay, I don't.
Well, you start with the trying to
like these
apologize.
people.
If they're not cool about it, like yeah, Kira's got him. Don't worry.
Oh,
I feel like do you mind if I actually take the lead on this one?
That's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. You're better at talking to people
Okay.
than most of us.
Gee,
I was just gonna turn her invisible.
this is stand behind me and follow me.
okay.
And Quinn just full on, I have money, don't fuck with me attitude, walks into the store.
The
Excuse-
first one or the Yale Walgreens across the way?
We're going to yield Walgreens. 'Cause
Okay. We're classy.
We are doing the pretty woman scene. It's like,
Okay. As you approach, it is not actually called Yale Walgreens.
The old
rage
Dwayne
quit.
Reed.
you old Greenwall, actually.
There it is.
Verdant walls.
Verdant Walls, yes, that's what it is called. From now on, all stores are called just Yield Verdant Walls. It's a chain. They're located throughout the continent. It's fine. Anyway, so you walk into this store. There is a very elderly woman, and she's one of those like 70-year-olds. She's got like sagging face and like deep wrinkles. Not quite as creepily old as Lady Reyna was, but like this lady's got some years, and she kind of like squints as you come in, and she goes, "Oh, welcome to Verdant Walls. My name is Brielle. What can I do for you today?"
Oh, well, Brielle, thank you. Your competitor was the rudest
Oh,
woman.
yes, she is truly insufferable.
So
Tatiana.
this is my young protege, Chi. I believe the town has been referring to her as Urchin. She's been helping me with a few tasks, and in exchange for that, I've been compensating her immensely. And see, we are celebrating today because it is her birthday, and so she wanted to come and spend some of her money, but that woman was so rude to us, and we only went there because it was the first place we could encounter in town. And now we know that you are a much more reputable shopkeep, and so we would love to be able to take part of your wares and then rub it in your competition's face.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Elbow Kira. I'm like, fuck, she's good at that.
Ooh. Oh wait, with advantage.
It's a pretty good shit.
Okay, that's better.
How does she do that?
She's rich.
Well, yeah.
Hello?
That's old money right there.
That's old
that's
money.
Old money.
That's generational wealth.
Like
15.
I always knew that Anna was a tramp. If you say that young urchin has coin, I'll believe it. So long as she repays for all the things she's stolen in the past.
And she's like, it wasn't that much. It's just like a toy here and like some food there.
How much was it?
Oh, 1 second.
And Brielle turns and she pulls up a old dusty chest and she flops it down and she opens it up and like dust and comes out, a couple moths fly out of it, and she like pulls out some dirty glasses and then it's like are like half moon shaped and she puts them on her face. It's like down here. Oh, let's see. No, I don't even think he's alive anymore.
River's just looking around like, how do they manage to get
urchin.
in the exact same place?
Urchin here. Every single one. It's Urchin owes me a total of 25 silver pieces for all of her thieves. And she will put down the receipt and slide it towards you. And there's been multiple entries. Like, this is not like a one entry slash. It's like after the first, there's just a running tally of things and how much they are worth. So if she can give me 25 silver pieces, I will consider our debt squared.
Chuckling at the background.
She, hand her a gold, because that should cover everything that you would want to get today, and then some.
She's got a gold. You're giving her gold.
That's her gold. She earned it.
I'm not going to take it from her. I'm no thief myself. Thank you.
And she kind of like nods and like sheepishly comes over and like puts the gold on.
And
the lady.
She.
I'm sorry.
And she.
Yes.
You don't ever pay that Anna a damn cent. And Brielle, would you be so kind that the next time you encounter, I don't know, anyone else in the town, to, let them know that they should be kind. Or else.
I don't know what you're insinuating there, as if we aren't kind to those who don't steal from us, but I will ensure that it is passed along. That young urchin here has some money. I'm sorry, what did you call her? What was that again? And
her name is Chi.
Chi.
Just out of curiosity,
what?
Did you build the shop with your own hands?
Oh no, that's what I had my husband for, but he's dead about 30 years.
It's a family business, I suppose.
Oh yes, my cousins have their own shops located throughout the continent.
Fortunate for you.
Why, yes, we are quite on the fortunate side here.
Yes. How fortunate for you to sit there and judge someone else because they were born into a different situation than you, and they've learned to survive on their own.
I have never raised a hand against her, lest she steal from my shop. I will have that known and understood by gods.
Maybe
and she slaps her hand
capitalism
on.
is the issue here, ma'am.
Yeah.
do not understand of which you are speaking. Capitalism has served me and my family for many generations, and we have thrived on it.
Oh, we can tell.
We're about to get banned from all the verdant walls and all across the country.
Are you going to buy something or not?
Defund the gods.
I do agree with that. Mayor Gershwin's guards are they're shifty, if you ask me.
Oh, how so?
They have no qualms just running into somebody's house and just raising the alarm and stabbing them dead.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Anybody.
right.
And they never say why. They just say, "Oh, they were evil.
Yep.
We're planning to kill the mayor."
Sounds
And then we
about
never
right.
see them again, and it's quite unfortunate.
Mm.
Quinn will
Let's-
slide 10 silver across the counter.
Yeah,
Say that they don't
for an
help and
old lady.
stab them?
For an old lady, she moves extremely quick, and that is like, whoop, gone. So you can't change your mind. She's like, whoop, that's mine.
Tell me more.
What about I don't put my affairs into those of the town unless it involves me specifically. It is none of my business what they all get up to in their dark corners.
But you hear things, don't you?
I hear what I hear, and that is none of your concern. Are you going to buy anything, or are you just here to waste my time?
Depends.
Well,
what's the quality of your paper and ink?
Oh, well, you see, I have the finest parchment. Are you looking for something more on the quick to leaf through section, or do you want something sturdy and bold? We also have floral scented parchments as well. Are you interested in those?
The kind that can be used for transcribing magical means.
Oh, right. I only have a little. Most of that stuff you can find in the mage's shop just down the road. But I do have some that I purchased from him to sell at my store.
And she kind of hops down, and you notice she is extremely short. She is like a little, like, turtle of a woman. She's got that old lady hunched to her. And she, kind of shuffles her feet along, and she's got, like, she's got bunny slippers on. She shuffles through the store. And she takes you down the stationery aisle that is located in the same spot across all Verdant Wall locations. And shows you the array. There's quills and ink and ink bottles of different colors and varieties. Some are sold in packs. And then you've got the parchments laid out. Sorry. And very neatly in a row. And she picks up some transcribing sheets. And she goes, this whole ream of sheets, it's about 100 pages, is about 5 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
Of course. Would you like to pay here or up at the counter?
I hand her an extra gold.
Okay. So 6 gold.
So
And it disappears right quick.
tell me a bit.
Just quick.
Right down the...
Yep. Tell
What?
me more about these disappearances. I know that a woman of... You don't want to meddle in affairs, but you seem very, very observant and very quick. And so I find it very hard to believe that a woman like you would not know more.
She kind of preens a little at that. She's just like, well,
You see, I mean, what is it you want to know? It happens once every 2 or so weeks. The mayor announces that someone has done something cruel and illegal, and then the guards act upon it. Well, his guards act upon it. They're the only ones we have, except for a really nice young lady with her friends outside town. They've done so good in keeping us safe. It's really worth the 3 copper that we pay to keep her, that each one of us pay to keep her here. So it's a good. She's quite a lovely young lady. I believe the mayor contacted her. He seems to know her pretty well at the time.
What's You mentioned that he sometimes says they're evil. Out of curiosity, what religion does he observe?
I don't know. He doesn't seem to be. He doesn't go to our temple of Shantae that we have here. But he, excuse me. I mean, he's never done anything against never done anything against our church, but he does seem to weed out quite a few of them dark friends, as if you might. They have always proven to have uncovered some sort of quite vile items in their homes afterwards. In fact, they are sometimes hidden so well that not even their families know that they're there. Although...
What kind of vile items? I apologize. I am a researcher, and so this is fascinating to me.
Well, I don't know everything. If you really want to know, you have to go talk to the count, with Kiki down the street. She's a horrible gossip. But good luck getting her to stop talking when she starts. She just keeps going, and you never know what you're going to hear out of her mouth. She's a loon, if you don't mind me saying. Excuse me, it's the pollen this time of year. It really gets me real hard. But there's all sorts of things here for town for you to know. So what is it that you are interested in research in this town? Are you interested in murder? Because the last family, the entire family was corrupt. Even the little ones. It was truly abhorrent.
As a matter of fact, I am working on a true crime novel. So I would love to know all the details about that. You may have... do you enjoy true crime?
I've never leafed through any novels regarding such topics, but I do certainly enjoy hearing what I can of the crimes going around town here. So what is it that you do in your true crime? Do you solve murders?
No, usually I just kind of recount the details in a narrative form that's somewhat entertaining to read, but still factually correct.
Well, that sounds mighty delightful. If you do have a copy of your transcripts here with you, I wouldn't mind perusing it to pass the time. It gets rather lonely with nobody coming in to buy things.
I have what I'm working on currently. But
I see.
It's a work in progress. Generally, I deliver my manuscript to the printing company, and then they print it out and distribute it.
I see. Well, if you can, just don't forget old Brielle. I'd love to read your works. What was your name again, young lady?
J.R. Rob. Or J.D. Rob.
J.D. Rob. It is delightful to meet you, J.D. Rob. What do you need regular parchment for writing in your story? I'll throw in this ream. And she pulls out one of the like the loose leaf cheap like big thick lines paper, and she's like, I'll throw this one in there as a courtesy so that you don't forget old Brielle when you do get their book published.
Thank you very much. In fact, I will dedicate my next book to you because you've been so kind.
That is so sweet of you. I'm more than happy. That is, you catch me I'm blushing. That is so sweet there. Anyway, can I help you with anything else? Oh, all right. I will go, and she will kind of flipper her way back to the front. She has absolutely gone down to like the sweets aisle and has grabbed herself a sweet. She's grabbed a
a small unicorn plush. She has grabbed an assortment of like little tchotchkes that, you know, ye old verdant wall would sell to the youths. And she comes up and her arms are full and she's like, she puts it on her.
That's too much. Oh, that's too many things.
But
I know it's your birthday, but you don't need all. What do you need all that for?
To put it with my stuff. I got my treasures back in the barn, and I want to put these in there.
Well, you should at least buy a bag to hold all that, don't you think?
You're right. And she goes back down.
I lean over to Jade, unrelated to like what this kid is doing, and be like, "Do you think it's weird that like both stores in town aren't getting any business?"
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, that it kind of felt like the other place didn't care that they weren't getting money.
I also feel
outside
like
of like being stolen from.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
they're a business. I get it, but yeah, no, like neither of these places seem solvent. Are they?
I think they're getting funded on the side.
I'm wondering if that's this whole town.
The whole town's a front.
Maybe.
Shrug.
She comes running back with the largest bag she could find.
Oh.
Wait, time out. You gotta be able to see if you can even walk around with that bag before you.
Also, budgeting. Could we?
Well, one gold
Everything right in the
half
bag.
the items.
If I hold it up here, I can carry it.
But can
it's a long bag.
Oh my god.
I
you
mean,
gotta pick a bag your size.
But then how can I hold all my stuff?
That is how you budget.
Yeah.
What's a budget?
The size of your bag.
Great question.
Spend less money.
But wouldn't I want people to think I have a big budget by having a big bag?
Yeah, but it also makes you a big target.
You're right. She dumps all her stuff out and she runs back to the bags.
I feel like she also needs to help you break it. You buy her when she comes back. Here.
Does anything appear to be broken?
No, it's all like very cheap little items. Like there's ye old keychains and like
a bear.
Yeah, like, you know, just little things that are colorful and would interest the eye of a child.
While she's doing that, can I go look for like a shitty little novel?
Absolutely. You go down the front half of the stationery aisle where Brielle and Quinn are talking. There's a small novel section. It seems to be each row seems to be a different genre. So you got like your nonfiction books up top. You got your fantasy books, which are
just fiction
books about our world. Then the next row is going to be like your how-to novels, and then you've got like kids novels at the bottom.
I'm just imagining
historical texts are in there as well.
I'm just imagining fantasy novels from
also romance novels.
World being Dan at his job.
Yep, Dan at his office job, working that hard 9 to 5, having to deal with people yelling at him on the phone.
Just so magical and normal.
Oh, so boring. There's no dragons or anything.
So fantastical. I love it.
I want like the fantasy book, but like about this world. So it's about like foolish monster encounters, like the Scooby-Doo version of what we're doing.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
You
I feel
can
like we are
find-
the Scooby-Doo version
Yeah, I
of
was
what
gonna
we're
say.
doing.
We're like
This is
the
an
dark
autobiography.
Scooby-Doo.
There's also a mystery section, so like if you want like your thrillers, and then you've got like the combination mystery fantasy books.
Like the Terry Pratchett.
Yeah,
Stuff.
you got Terry
Yeah.
Pratchett. You got some. I'm sorry, it's Perrette Terry. You got Rob Nora is very, very abundant in that romance
Not
section.
to be confused with JD Robb, who is the same
Yeah, no.
Meyer Stephenson?
Yep,
Those
yep.
vampires? I'll take this. Oh, it's a 3-parter. Yes.
But the last one is extremely disappointing, so I don't recommend it. But it's fine. Anyway,
There's 50 Shades of Purple, which is basically the fan fiction version of that book you have.
They already said these ones aren't very good, though. Why would I want the fan fiction version of it?
oh, those
they
ones
managed
are
to get
really
published.
spicy. At least that's what Eldrin says when he read them.
He would.
Oh, he's got a whole shelf under his bed that he has all of Rob Nora's books. All of them. And anytime a new one comes here, he's like right at the door, right when the store opens in the morning, buying it. It's crazy.
At least Rob Norris is good.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no pictures, so I don't look at them.
I'll switch books to the Rob Nora. I'll take like a couple. I'll take
Okay.
like a gold worth of books is what I'm pretty much doing.
Okay, so you get like a stack of them.
Yeah.
Are you taking all of the Rob
10
Nora?
books are gold.
Are you taking all Rob Nora?
A tasteful selection.
Okay.
You don't just
From like all the genres.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
a nice library for the road.
All right, I'm gonna come up with a list of all the titles that you get, and I hope you're ready for this.
The
Oh my
former
God.
bookstore employee in me is living for this.
Oh, well, Brielle turns around. If you really want books, we've got the Noble Barns just down the road, right next to the Binder store, which also sells a quite grouping of books. Because it binds them. That's why it's called binders.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be mistaken with the borders, because there's, stuff along the outside. You get it. But they're a bit pricier than my books, I will not deny. And Brielle kind of shuffles past you.
Brielle, I have a question for you.
I have an answer, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. My memory is a little foggy here. It's been quite a trying day here.
It's fair. If I wanted something that was of a spicier sort of entertainment.
Oh, what sort of spice are you looking? Are you, do you want like a cookbook with like hot? Or are you wanting some of the Rob Nora books, but better?
The Rob Nora books, but a bit better.
Oh, have I
And
got
it's
the
the
book
drops
for
of
you?
book.
Have I got the books for you? Come.
And she goes all the way back to her counter.
I'm just imagining River and Kira like getting rations and a tent while all this is going on. Or something.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
And you can totally find it. She's got like,
Cool.
It's also like ye old Walmart. So she's got her little camping section in the back.
I knew exactly where it was gonna be. It's the exact same
Yeah,
place.
there's
Everyone's
fabric.
sourced. Yeah.
It's
It's one of the
insane.
exact
They're like,
ones, same place everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh.
How much for that tent and those rations?
rations, 5 copper. The tent, I want to say. Let me do that. I think it's. I have it in a sheet, but I don't feel like looking it up. Let's see. What do you say? You see a nice big tent for for 1 gold and like 5 silver.
She'll take it.
Okay.
Cool.
I would also...
There is the deluxe tent, which sleeps 8 people. and it's octagonal in shape. But that is 10 gold.
How many does the other one fit?
The other one fits 2.
Just rude.
I'll kind of like lean over if I'm seeing the sales pitch and be like, "We've got a dead woman's money. It's fine. Get the big one."
There's also connectors to connect your tents, so you can make your own little like
little tent city.
Oh my gosh!
So if we get 3 of the small ones and just connect them at night,
you have to let me loose. Yeah. So here we are.
Yeah. So I feel like River and Kira are like doing the math on this. Like, no. Why would we get the big one? We get the 2 smaller ones. We get some duct tape, and this is fine.
The connectors, they're like little. Effort. They're like little tunnels, and each little tunnel sells for about 5 silver.
Yeah, we get the REI connectors. Come on, guys, let's spend. I'm just like making a pile on the like counter.
So it's like 4 gold for all the tent situation. Right?
Something like that.
Yeah, River will knock that.
No, sure.
Stop it. Nope.
Oh, you got okay. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
That woman's money, guys.
Brielle comes back around and she looks at it and she goes, "Oh, you've got quite a gathering here, smattering of items. Will you be together or separately?"
All together, one tab.
Okay. Well, all together, this will be safe. I like you. We'll do 10 gold for it all.
Was that tent and rations?
Yeah, whatever rations.
Yeah, I definitely got rations too, for sure. Yeah.
10 rations, books, whatever Quinn said.
She does.
I'm bringing like fabric, so.
Oh, we got fabric. Is fabric?
She for including the fabric and the rations, 12 gold. But she goes and she pulls out another box, and this box is the size of a small briefcase, but it is in pristine condition. And she lifts it up and she puts it on the counter and she puts her hand on it and she goes, "These are the spiciest novels that have ever graced the continent. Most of them are banned. So, but I will not lie. They are a little on the pricier side. I had to get them. It was quite a challenge to retrieve these."
I mean, yes, but also, like, just out of curiosity, what brand of spice are we talking?
Are you looking for a lime or a lemon?
What stuff?
I mean, is it more,
what's in the box?
LGBTQIA friendly?
Oh, yes. Okay. We've got all of that. We got your boy love, and you got your lady love. We got your polyamory love. We got your all of that. We even have that normal vanilla stuff. See, my husband never knew about my never knew about Gretchen. She was a real trip. She actually showed me a few of these novels. It was you don't need to know that. She opens it up, and lining are when you walk down the romance section, they're like depictions of like bodies pressed against each other, like very detailed, like pristine quality. And you've got and it's sectioned off, so you've got your heterosexual, and then you've got your boys, and then you got your ladies, and then you got your polyamory, like all down. She's like, what genre are we interested in here? Do you want a more fictional fantasy novel, or are you looking for something more fictional? Because I've got them all. I also have historical ones, and this one right here. And she points to one called Lover in the Dark, and it is it's one of the lesbian novels And she puts it up and she goes, "This is a real good one. But because this is a priceless first edition, I do have to say it is 50 gold pieces. It is quite. It is signed by the author as well." And she carefully opens it up and shows you the autograph. And then she closes it back up.
What's the author's name?
It is Beverly Ward. She is one of my favorite authors.
Does that name ring a bell?
Roll me history.
Can anybody roll history?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
I'm gonna spend a sorcery point to reroll that one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, my
You've never, Kira, you
point was very accurate.
Which makes sense.
would never let you read these books.
I just wasted a sorcery point to get another 3, so.
I mean, I got a 1. So.
Hey.
15.
She is extremely popular in the black market for her novels.
The roll spattering here makes a lot of sense, actually.
Hey, I know dark stuff.
So you got grouped in with us. We're in here on this.
You nerds.
And she goes and she
Really
carefully
intense.
tucks it back in her briefcase. And she's like, "You definitely don't want these. These are the ones that I wouldn't read with company." She closes those right up and starts to tuck away are you interested? And she opens it back up.
Okay,
Damn, how much
everyone's
does
got
this
their
cost?
stuff on the table. Like, what are we doing here? Throw a couple of cheap smuts up here. The good ones, like good cheap stuff.
From here, or do you want it from over there? Because over there's the cheap stuff. I mean, it's good. It just gets you where you need to get. But
Well,
this is cream of the crop here, as we like to say. If
I'm gonna give you that's the thing you said.
It's canon now.
I'm gonna sidebar with the group real quick.
I actually have to go now. It's fine.
Guys, are we into smut? Do we want to spend a little bit of money on some smut? Quinn.
I have 18 gold that I can contribute. I would say that I prefer the women-loving women variety. But...
Just like patterns from me now. Okay, anyway, and then I turn back to this.
River will chip in 10 gold.
She's giving you the.
Oh my gosh, we're spending so much money on smut. I was just trying to spend. Okay, I have that coin purse of now it's 20 gold and some change.
How much more do we need?
So how much do we do?
Yeah.
Well, because we just got it was a tent and some stuff for
Yeah, that was all
4
12.
gold. That was 12.
It was 12 total for all the
That's-
supplies and everything.
Yep, that is what that number
I hate to
is.
be the more rational one in this situation because I started this situation.
You did.
But did we need to procure horses?
Oh,
man.
So we can we have our own money for that. So we have 12 gold. We have 8 gold to spend on Lady Smut.
may I offer you a bargain? If you can
looking down the smut or horses was our dilemma.
So far, it's leaning towards the smut.
I need that clipped, please. I need that clipped.
Save a horse, read a smut book.
That's that might be an episode title.
Brielle closes her briefcase of smutty novels and tucks that back under the counter. And she goes,
if you can find out what is happening to the people in this town, but don't tell anybody. I don't want other people to know that I'm interested in the goings-on in this here town. If you can, and you can bring it back to me, I will give you one of those novels, free of charge. But I must be quoted in your book.
Absolutely.
All right.
Out of curiosity.
What do you...
Go ahead, Nissa. Mine's in a separate tangent.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, she wants... you want to know about the people of the town? Like, what are you looking for?
I want to know why the mayor's guards go in and just kill people really. Like, my best friend...
Was it Gretchen? Please don't tell me it was Gretchen.
Oh, no, Gretchen left here long ago. It was a very sad day indeed. I think it had something to do with my marriage to my husband. But, you know, a woman's got to know how to live in this world. It's fine.
Fine, Gretchen.
I do.
Reunite her with her love.
It's going down because keeping track of the side quest.
Right? She probably killed her
This
husband.
main quest.
I do
probably.
think of her terribly often, but I'm sure she's probably off with living her best life with someone else. Dear Gretchen. What a lovely lady. She had the most fiery red hair.
Guys,
Her eyes were just... You just kind of melted into them. They were just so captivating. And I'm sorry, what was I saying before? I tend to go off on a tangent when I think about Gretchen. She was
this
quite...
is like leaning on the counter and just sighs.
But yes, if you can figure out why it is the guards are killing people, because my dear friend Surin ended up part of this plot, and I don't believe I've ever seen him do anything remotely in the sense of murder or evil, whatever that may be. But if you can find out what it is, I'll throw in 2 of my good books here.
Was Saren murdered? Or was...
Oh, yes, he was, they just came in all willy-nilly one night, and he didn't even knock. They just kind of barged in and stabbed him. Or so I've been told. I haven't actually seen him since the day. It was quite traumatic.
Yeah.
So... And then poor Phileas, he didn't even have a chance. They threw him out in the middle of town, and they with all 4 of them ganged up on him, and it was a tragedy to be seen. We told them to get off of him, and they just wouldn't. He told them that it was quite traumatic, and I don't want to remember. It was a bad day in town. We've had many bad days.
I deeply sympathize, and I understand that it was traumatic, but if you want us to be able to
I told you, I am not the one to ask when it comes to the gossip. That is Kiki's area of expertise, so you can go and talk to her. But again, good luck getting her to stop talking once you've gotten her to start.
Right,
So-
but it sounded like you witnessed what happened to Phileas.
Well, everybody did. It was a public event.
So
Yeah.
you said that the 4 of them ganged up on them. On him? Who were the 4 that ganged up?
Mayor Gershwin's guards, of course. They're big, brutish fellows.
Right, and he said that he didn't have what, or didn't do what?
Oh, he said he didn't commit the crime, but
What was
Mayor...
Crime in question?
Oh, they said he murdered the poor Harley girl.
How did the poor Harley girl die?
And nobody knows. She hasn't been seen, but Mayor Gershwin assures us that his men have found evidence in Phileas's cottage that it was indeed him that murdered her. Tore to pieces. And that wasn't even the worst of it.
What was the worst of it?
Oh, poor dear, you're so young, you don't want to know.
Yes, you are right, Kira. But I, however, for my crime novel, would like to know if you are willing.
He defaced her. It was tragic, but I'd never known him to do that. He was an odd fellow, sure, but he wasn't the kind who would do that to a child. It was truly horrific. I mean, any dismemberment of a body is pretty terrible, but she was such a good kid. So, now, are you going to buy this stuff or not? And
Yeah, 12 gold on the counter.
She will. Again, you put it down, it's gone.
I'm curious, what does this town grow? All the fields seemed empty as we were coming in. Shouldn't it be planted?
We don't grow anything. Those are graves.
All the farms are graves?
Oh, yes, about a year. No, my old mind, it's so sort of foggy. It was about 4 years ago now. There was a horrible plague that just took so many good folk, and it was terrible. They got these they said that they were burning, but there was no fire, and it was terrible. Someone said that what happened was an accidental release of what's that word for airborne sickness?
Contagion?
Contagion, and it was truly horrific. And if you were anywhere near the old tavern, then you were swiftly taken from us. It was a terrible sight. She's like bagging her items.
The old tavern is the tavern that's their new one?
Oh, yes, the one that you see in town now. The other one was made of wood, as was the rest of our town, but when Mayor Gershwin came in with his lovely, lovely bride, they set the town to work on building this new tavern, and isn't it a sight? It is the strongest, sturdiest building I've ever laid these old eyes on.
The tower is the tavern?
The tavern, yes, that's where the mayor's house is, and the inn. We are a small town, as you can see. So.
You said it was released, so...
Oh, well, I say released. I use that term loosely. I don't know. I wasn't in town that day, but I came. Yes, very luckily. It killed over 3/4 of our population here, and there's quite a few houses now that are empty, and it is truly tragic. But
any idea where it came from or what caused it?
Not at all. Not at all.
Never got solved?
But
no.
You did say anybody close to the tower got...
Anyone close to the tavern, yes. To the mayor's old tavern location. I mean, Mayor... Yes.
Yes, so that happened, and how soon did Mayor Gershwin move in?
Oh, well, he came in. He came in before it happened. Him and his lady.
What is her name, by the way? I haven't heard.
Oh, I'm so terribly sorry. She is quite the sight. That is Lady Arien. Arien. If you want to put that in your book there.
Quinn is writing it down.
She's quite a knowledgeable young miss. She actually cured me of my... I had this lower back problem, you see. She took care of it for me. And then there was that time with the fever. She was able to heal me of that as well. Or I think she was. Mm-hmm. It was quite the time. But she has been quite a dear and delight. We truly were lost until she came to help us. And Mayor Gershwin took care of all the body disposal, making sure that each person affected got back to their home. And then now we trust him completely with
Quinn's gonna just kind of nonchalantly grab Kira on the shoulder.
Can I do a divine sense real quick?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Yeah.
And remind me again.
I can sense anything affected by a hallow spell or the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
You don't sense anything.
Okay.
This is grab the bag off the counter and take it 4 steps away from... Just backing away from this old lady.
Yeah.
Are you guys really gonna look into the guards' murders? Because they killed my brother. They said that he was evil. But that was
we're absolutely looking into it. Yes.
But that was 12 years ago.
What?
Wait a minute.
Wait,
not
what?
12 years ago. It was 7 years ago.
Wait, so she's how old is she?
8, 9.
So she
can't count.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't.
But it's also true. She also doesn't know years, so.
Yeah.
That's actually a long time ago.
That's actually a really great question. How long have the guards been accusing people of evil and assaults and killing?
That only happened within the last year or so. But I mean, the guards have been here since Mayor Gershwin took over, you see. Oh, you have gotten me to talk, you have. Now they're going to say, I'm Kiki, I'm the new Kiki.
We will never.
We will never say where we got any of our information from.
Okay, good.
I'm sorry, the new Kiki?
Kiki, she's the town gossiping.
Oh, yeah.
Right crazy, if you ask me. And I don't want to be known as her. Everybody always looks at her with a terrible gaze. It's not good. I don't want that here on me. I keep my nose down, out of business, and I do all right by myself. Now, if there's nothing else I can do for you.
Just gonna grab one.
It is getting late, and I would like to go to bed.
Continuing to back out the door.
Yeah, grabbing chi.
I'll go and grab the rest of the stuff. I'll take a tent.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep. Yes.
Yes. No, so this is just as we're out the door. This place is fucked up, right?
Oh, yes. We definitely need to have a conversation, but we need to have it where we're not being observed or listened to.
Definitely. Here's my thing. There are abandoned houses here in town.
Kira, how long does Divine Sense last?
I was just about to check that. Yep. That is... It's only for a round.
Okay.
But... I think if they pass the tavern, that she will do it again, because I can do it 3 times per day.
Okay.
So if we walk past the tavern, then I will do it again, but...
Well, here's the thing. Maybe we go find a place to, fly lower, an abandoned house, and then we go to the tavern for beer to get the lay of the land.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay.
Are we getting a beer first, or are we finding a place to hold up first?
Should find a place.
Make sure we have a place to run to.
Yeah, in case we have. Yeah.
Hey, Chi, you run through this town? What's one of these abandoned houses? Can you show us a nice one? Not nice, but like not.
Preferably one that's away from any neighbors off the road.
Come this way. And she will take you through town. And she actually doesn't go very far. There's 5 houses down from Verdant Walls. And it's a nice, large single-story wooden house with the thatch could use some work as no one has lived there. So it's a little in disrepair, but you go in and all the furniture is still there. There's a couch, there's a bed, there's a table, there's a it kind of smells a little like they didn't really clean out the cupboards. But it's a pretty decent sized house. When you go to the back room, there are 2 bedrooms, one with a large queen size bed and the other with 2 double beds. And she is this what you want?
It's good. Are there personal effects around? Like the people who lived here left stuff, or has their stuff been cleaned out?
It looks like it's been like anything of value is not anywhere to be seen.
Is there like any obvious like aha, here's the evil thing that was right here? Like
no out.
Roll me investigation or perception.
I will take perception for a dirty 20.
Okay. No. This house looks clean.
All right. Yeah, River's gonna like take a few minutes and kind of poke through and.
In fact, I'm gonna add this as well since you got a dirty 20. It looks as if whoever had been here left in the middle of something. Like, there's no blood where they would have killed somebody here. There's like one of the pillows from the couch has been tossed to the floor, but there's no signs of murder or anything here.
Gee, when they say that the guards murdered and killed the people, anyone ever actually see the bodies?
I don't think
like,
so.
Pull them out, have them in the morgue.
Are you asking Chi?
Yeah.
I never saw any bodies. They would just say that it's what they did in the night, and then we'd never see that person again.
You guys think this is another puppy situation?
Or worse, something like it.
Because there's no blood. There's no sign of a struggle or an attack or anyone being killed.
People in power are also good at cleaning stuff up.
I have a bad feeling about this place.
Definitely.
Are you guys talking loud enough for Chi to hear?
I mean, I feel like she's probably like in the circle as
yeah. I just asked her a question
don't...
before I did the second part, so she's being quiet, but like quiet in the sense of trying not to alert anyone outside the house.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really that bad of a town. I've lived here my whole life, and I do okay. I mean,
have you ever lived anywhere else?
No. I mean, if you mean by anywhere else, I live in the barn over by Mr. Gregan's place. But that's it.
Gee, before they came to get your brother.
Mm-hmm.
What happened here?
In this one? Or at my house?
What happened at your house?
I don't really remember much because I was like really little. Like littler than I am now. But I remember it was really late and I was going to bed and my brother was being really loud because he didn't want to go to bed. And he was telling me these really funny stories and it was making me laugh. And then our dad came in and he said, "Oh, you gotta go to bed right now." And then we kind of like curled up in bed together. And then it was really quiet. And then there was a loud bang. And I don't think I could hear Mom, but Dad was saying something and I don't remember. But my brother told me to hide under the bed. And then he hid with me. And then they just took Mom and Dad and left. And then it was just me and my brother. And then 2 days later, when we were robbing the bakery, the guards came and they took him. Said he was evil. And then I never saw him again.
Your brother wasn't the evil one.
No, I don't think he was.
No, I mean, there's something. When we were walking past the tavern, I sensed something. I didn't notice anything when we were in the store. I thought I'd check, but there was something fiendish on the opposite side of the tavern.
What's a fiend?
I couldn't tell what it was, but creatures from other planes, other places that work for beings that don't tend to be very kind or good or...
Oh. Do you think Anna's a fiend?
No.
Oh.
She's... I mean, I think I would have sensed it from that distance, although maybe, I don't know. She could be. She was not very nice, but I don't...
You were in a closed-off shop.
I know, that's what I'm realizing right now. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Oh,
But...
okay. Well, if you do find out, my brother had this ring. It was really cool. It was like just a little band of silver, and it had a feather on it. And if you find it, I'd like it back. Maybe.
We'll try.
Gee, have you ever run into the mayor?
Like, if you mean I've ever bumped into him and maybe tried to swipe his purse, maybe. No, I don't do that anymore.
No, you don't ever do that anymore. I'm just curious, what do you think of him?
I don't know. I mean, everyone says that he saved us and that he took care of that thing, that sickness that killed a lot of people. But
Kids?
I don't know. He never called me urchin.
What do you call you?
Child.
What's he look like?
Well, I've been practicing. And she gives a wave of her hand. And she does a minor illusion. And she turns herself into a small version of a tall man with short cropped hair that's blonde and sort of like with some like oil coiffed over, and he's got really bright, striking blue eyes. And in her illusion, he's wearing a white suit tailored to fit him with some icy blue embroidery on it, and he's got this strong face.
River is committing this to memory.
Roll me a history check real quick.
Is that not the guy that we encountered with the dragon? At the werewolf den?
Ooh.
I'm looking back through my notes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm spending a sorcery point to reroll this.
Okay.
Much better. Okay. You said history?
Yes. Because you're recalling something from your mind. For
17.
history. That's Lauren.
Yep.
Let's see. Don't know who this Grant Gershwin is, but you know him as Lauren.
Okay, noted. And especially since she's seen him before, she's seen how he's acted, and she's heard his voice, she is definitely committing all this to memory.
Okay. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and end for the night.
Werewolf guys.
I had wondered when you said about tearing them apart. I was like, I wonder.
No, we gotta do murder time.
Well, I would like to say thank you all so much for joining us for this evening. Let's go ahead and do our round of shout outs. Since our lovely Davidla is not here, Rick, why don't you start us off?
Oh, I'm not ready.
Come back.
Fading.
We can go backwards.
Hey, I'm Rek1568 on Twitter and all the other things. Nothing super important right now. Just I need a lot of sleep. But things have been fun. So catch me here every other Friday.
All right. Bodani.
Hello, I'm Amber, Badoni Italic, Badoni Cosplay. I also just need a whole lot of sleep. That actually sounds great. Just nap party, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm here all the time. Every other Thursday for Cow Pals, every other Friday for Darkness Rising, and every Monday for Laurelwind. Come back and it's boss fight. It's gonna be rough. But yeah, we got this.
Boss fight.
Yeah, boss fight. We're okay, that's me.
All right. Kayola.
Hello, I am Kai, or Stephanie, or Kaiola Cosplay. I'm Kaiola Cosplay on the things and the stuff. I'm here all the time also. I am excited to be murdered on Monday. It's looking good.
Can I bring my puppy to the monster fight on
Please
Monday?
do.
You can do whatever you want. You know, when I have Rule 20 up, I can't see you, so...
Damn it! Okay. You're just gonna get like
Try
text
to brag
messages.
her with the puppy.
Maybe.
If it works.
Please, no.
Tell me make that death saving throw with Harrow in the camera.
I mean, I know personally, as a viewer of that show, I would love to see little puppy Harrow all throughout that boss fight that I'm going to be screaming at.
Hey, we'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Is half the party down already?
No, we're not. Only one is down.
1.7? Because he's almost down?
I have a what's word?
One is down, one is at 1 hit point, but one also has a failed save in their, like, there's one fail that's happened already.
Yeah!
And those don't reset until
It's
short
just-
rest, so.
Yep. Yep.
Wait, because
We
they
gotta
failed the
get
death
out
save
there.
earlier? It didn't reset?
No, it doesn't reset until a short rest. You
Oh,
don't
you're
get those
dead.
back. No.
You're so dead.
Hey, we're not all dead.
Some of you may get out alive, and that is a sacrifice the others must be willing to make.
We learned that for sure, like early on with Annabelle.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, we did.
It was like, when do
Yep.
these reset?
Oh, that's right, with the hag,
Uh-huh.
the hag.
Yeah. Oh, I remember
Oh,
that.
I remember that.
that one. Yeah.
Nat 1 on the first
Okay, it's
death
fine.
save.
It's
Oh my
fine.
gosh,
We
what?
really should have taken that for the sign that
And
it
in
was.
hindsight, how great was that?
It
Amazing,
was so good. It was so good. I'm here for all of it.
Not to
Anyway.
throw us completely off tangent. Sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
Kyla, do you have anything else you would like to say?
No, I have thoughts
Okay.
on other things, but we need to end the stream.
Okay, moving on to Dr. Psycho.
Hello, I am Jessica or Dr. Psychowl. You can find me at all the places and the things as Dr. Psychowl, except for on Twitter where I'm Dr. Psychowl TV, because I missed it by one day.
Hashtag, I can't believe it's not bitter.
I can't believe it's not bitter. Come back on Monday where I'm gonna it's gonna be the end of this keep one way or another. I have a feeling that no matter what happens, it's going to dramatically change the world. So
Yeah.
come back on
Oh,
Monday.
I'm so excited. So excited. Oh, this is what happens when you have a campaign that goes for over a year. We love it. We love it. Shield Maiden.
Hello, I'm Natalie, Shield Maiden or Shield Maiden cosplay. That's Shield with 2 eyes. You can also find me on Instagram at zelman.arts, where I post things like my pottery and all that kind of stuff. I'm working on some D&D inspired tankards right now that I've been posting updates of, and those will be going up for sale at some point in the future once they're done. I don't know when that'll be yet, but I'll figure that out, and that's okay.
Either way, we're all excited for them.
I'm back on Monday.
Touch it with my hands.
And we all, I am Sarah, or Princess Lady Bro, across all the things. I have been the DM who comes up with things on the fly, like names. For Smut authors. It's fine. But thank you so much for joining us. Our next stream will be in 2 weeks, which will be on the 18th. So be sure to join us then. As I said before, come back on Monday. I'm going to scream. Come back on Thursday so I can scream with you after I get back from class. Super excited for all the things. Thank you so much. Do we have somebody to raid this fine evening?
Yeah, we're gonna raid our friends over at Roll for Damage.
Ooh.
So let's go send them some love. It kind of looks like they're playing maybe a new game called Quest or something.
Ooh.
So let's go check that out.
Yeah. Thank you again for joining us.
Bye.
Bye. Not still dying.